What is going on, my people? You already know what time it is when you hear the sound of my voice. That means it's time for another episode of the Pregame Podcast. This is episode 299. My name is Wole, and I'm here with my amazing co-host, man. I'm the hostess with the mostest. No, that's trash. I am just the host, okay? And I'm here with my co-host / engineer, you know what I mean? Mi hermano, J Poppy, King J Poppy in the building. How you feeling, sir?
I'm feeling good.
All right. Queen Cassie is on the way. She gonna jump in, and no Tia this week. We love you, Tia. We hope everything Gucci, man.
Safe travel.
Yes, y'all. Yeah, that's right. She's fucking on vacation. Yeah, have fun and put your feet, make fists with your toes in the sand and all that shit. But we got a special guest in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
I have been hounding this young lady to be on a guest on this podcast for at least 4 months. It started in September of 2022. We are now almost in March of 2023. But she is here.
Damn.
She is here. She is the feisty one. I call her the feisty one behind her back, not to her face, because I know that I'm going to probably get hands and feet put on my body, and I don't want that.
Caliente.
Queen Emily is in the building. How you doing, Em?
Doing great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for being here, chica.
Finally. Made it.
Blaquita. How you doing?
Doing good.
Well, thank you for being here, yo.
Thank you for being here.
What's new with you, dog?
Nothing much. Entrepreneur life.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much what it is.
We're gonna get into that because you got a lot of jobs. You got a lot of businesses.
Wear a lot of hats.
Wear different hats.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie of all traits.
I like that.
Jackie.
But can you do the Aunt Jackie? That is the question.
Ooh.
Maybe after a couple more drinks.
Hey. See, I said I wasn't gonna bring up your alter ego. You almost made me do it.
Everybody
But after a
knows
couple
that.
of tequilas, you do the Aunt Jackie. Aunt Jackie. Boom. All right. Cool. All right. Let's just jump right in with check-in. It's been a couple weeks since we last recorded. I'm injured. That is my update. I busted my ass jogging up some steps at a bar that had a spilled alcoholic beverage on stone steps with metal fronts and
Have,
down.
fucked up my bruised thigh. Huh? What'd you say?
A wet floor.
I should sue.
I have a great lawyer.
I'm sure you do. It is what it is, man. So, yeah, for real. You trying to get me to sue motherfuckers. I ain't
That's
50
me.
Cent.
You know me.
50 Cent was suing the shade room, and he was like, nah, we going to drop the settlement. We going to drop the lawsuit. But, yeah, man, I got an old nigga injury, a bruised thigh, which is very common if you're an athlete, basketball, football, baseball, whatever. Bruised thigh just means, some blood flow is mishaps underneath your skin, and you got to ice it, heat it, elevate the leg. It's just annoying because the older you are, the more difficult it is. And I've been limping around all week, and I'm going to be limping around for another week. And my mom was like, oh, baby, did you go to the hospital? Did you go ask the doctor? Did you get it looked at? Do you need an x-ray? I'm like, Mom, it's not that deep. I love you. Thank you for the care, but it is what it is. So I'm hurt. Superman bleeds, and it's, it is what it is. Cause how you doing, brother? What's your check-in for the week?
My check-in is pretty good. Everything's going well. Can't complain. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm thankful. So
Word. Short and sweet. I like
short
that.
and sweet. Yep.
I like that. Queen M. Your check-in. Is there anything notable that happened to you this week that you would like to share with the Pregame Pod listeners? Or just how you doing? Like, put your lips on the mic, yo. Act like you've done this before.
Haven't, actually.
I know.
sir.
I know.
Pretty good. Actually, just very happy about what's going on, what I have going on lately.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing on some new jobs and just...
How many people are under your employ due to your business ventures?
So far, I have business partners.
How many?
The next...
More than this many?
I have 4 right now.
4.
Yes.
So you're part of a starting 5.
Correct.
Okay, so y'all need some bench players.
We need a couple. We need
Okay.
about 30 to 50 next coming up, so I'll be there.
Hey,
Hello.
girl. Cassie. Yo, C. Duckets is in the building. That's your nickname for this week, C. Duckets. Because you got money. You just came from Jamaica. Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh,
Nice.
she balling.
Yeah, you got money.
Hello.
You got money. You
Ooh, I
fancy.
love your nails.
And your nails are fire. The melanin is glowing.
Am I?
You
I
got
didn't
a
put
little
no
She came
makeup
back
on
darker than
today.
before.
I see you got some length added to the scalp.
Oh
Just a
my
little,
God.
a little length.
First of all,
Okay, high five up here,
it's
sis.
the same
I
hair.
see. No, it's not.
It is.
You
And she
shining.
smells good.
She always smell good. She come up in here trying to, you know what I mean?
Lord have blessed us.
Yes.
I'm
Thank you,
here,
Lord.
guys. Sorry, I'm late.
Nah, no
You're
apology
good, you're good.
necessary.
We're just doing check-ins.
Yeah, yo. So, did you do anything naughty in Jamaica that you can share with us?
How was the trip?
Listen, what happens in Jamaica stays in
Hey, let me get two claps. So you was acting up.
No.
Ah,
Never
God.
that,
Boo,
never that.
boring.
Never that.
Boo.
What about your Snapchat stories?
Oh.
You know what? I wasn't posting like as much as I
She
usually
wasn't.
do. But I did post on IG my story, but Snap, I don't know. It's too much to like hit up every single social media to me,
Right.
especially on vacation. It's
You was
too much.
eating good out there, yo. I saw a couple of them plates.
Yeah, the food is
And I know a
bomb.
couple people in your crew.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Well, this is Rhode
Yeah.
Island, so
Sound good.
I shouldn't be surprised. So
Never be surprised.
Yeah,
Right.
one of the people in your crew I've known since she was a wee little lad.
Oh,
Yes, since she was a little.
okay.
So it always is weird to see her in bikinis and shit on vacation wilding. It's like, yo, you used to be running up and down the street with a dry booger right here, chasing boys and manhunting. Here you go.
Oh, okay.
Here you go in Jamaica with your friends.
Yeah, she's all grown up now.
8, 9 deep
Yeah,
in the
we were
water.
8 deep. Yeah.
in the water. In the water, taking selfies,
Hey,
group pics.
it was lit.
Mhm. So what was
Notice-
your favorite activity from Jamaica that you guys did while you were out there?
My favorite activity. I think I have 2 or 3.
Ooh.
I don't know. I can't decide. All right.
Well,
So
tell us about all 3.
Okay, so we did a few excursions. The Bob Marley Museum. I don't know if you guys heard of the Bob Marley Museum.
Now I do.
Yeah, I didn't hear about it until I saw it on your story.
So it's where Bob Marley lived, like his
His birth house.
yeah, his house, his mom's house. It's like a little compound on the top of a mountain. That was really, really dope. Really
What was dope about it?
So let me just tell you a little story. So getting to the top of the mountain was crazy. The craziest drive I've ever been on in my entire life. Nuts. Like it's literally on the top of a cliff and you're going an hour up a mountain, like 1 hour up. And the road is like this. Mind you, it's a 2-lane road. And if you go any over, you're done. You fall over. Like, it's crazy. And we were just like turning crazy. It was nuts. So
It was on a bus.
Yeah, we were on a bus because there was 8 of us.
Gotcha.
So it was like a mini, like little bus, like a tour. You know what I mean? And that drive was nuts, insane, crazy. But when we got there, it was banging. It was beautiful. We got in, we went in, we walked through his mom's house. There was a bunch of different pictures, all his awards that he's won, everything. It was really, really dope to see it. The tour guide was really cool. There was a live band playing his songs, and
Wow.
yeah, it was really nice.
That's
it was
fire.
really nice, and the person singing could really, really sing. Like, it was really a dope experience. And there's like a place where he's in the tomb. Like, there's like plots like in the tomb. One for him, his mom, and then for 2 other family members that haven't passed away yet. So we walked through there. You have to take your shoes off. That was really dope. Yeah, so that was one of my favorite excursions, except for the drive. The drive was crazy, and then going down was even more nuts. Like,
At least it was not like a
nuts.
donkey going up the hill, you know?
No, it wasn't.
It was
But
a bus, so you're kind of
yeah, and you gotta be a really experienced driver to do that drive because
Mhm.
it was crazy.
driving too,
Mm.
not automatic.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah.
Right.
definitely.
And then we did Dunn's River Falls. I don't know if you guys heard of Dunn's River Falls. That's
Nope,
a really
I'm learning
popular.
today.
This is my
Taking
second
notes.
time doing Dunn's River Falls. It's beautiful. Like, it's hiking up a waterfall basically.
Ooh.
And
Can
it's
you
really
jump
dope. You can if you want, but
you?
no, hell no. I did go down like a little like natural slide. That was cool. But other than that, that was really dope. A lot of the girls didn't like that one. I loved it. I love the water, so I loved it.
Was it fresh water?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't think it was salt water.
Yeah, waterfalls are usually fresh water.
Yeah,
That's
I don't think
dope.
it was salt. Yeah, that was dope. It's a little bit of a workout and a hike, but I loved it. And there's a tour guide, you know, if you can't really like, you know, get up, you know, he'll drag your ass up, you know what I mean? So that's good.
Like out of the water?
No, like on like the rocks, like you're like hiking up the rocks of the waterfall while it's coming down. So you got to be careful, like not to fall. And if you're struggling, like, you know, they'll pull your ass up. You know what I mean?
Are you on a rope?
No,
No, you're
rope.
just climbing like.
But you can hold hands if you want, but
fuck that.
I can't hold hands.
I ain't
Going up
trusting
the
y'all like that.
nah,
That's how you get injured.
you start off like that, and then by the time you're like halfway up, you're like, hell no, I'm on my. Everyone's on their own.
Exactly.
Yes.
You
Right.
fall, nigga.
Every
You are not
person
taking me
for
with
Listen,
you. Fuck that.
yeah. So,
That's crazy.
but that was dope. A lot of the girls didn't like that one, but I loved it. That was my second time doing it. And then we did a catamaran from Margaritaville in the Grill to Rick's Cafe, which is Rick's Cafe is like a really well known like lounge, not really lounge, but it's like on the edge of a cliff
Yep.
in the Grill. The views are banging. There's a cliff jump, a short one and a high one. They have a pool and dope music, dope food, drinks. It's really a dope spot. The catamaran was lit. It's basically like a party bus. I mean, I'm sorry, a party boat to Rick's Cafe, leaving from Margaritaville in the Grill, which is really a dope spot too.
Hey.
Yeah, and it's all inclusive drinks on the boat. Everything's free on the boat. And then you get there, you pay for your food and drinks at Rick's Cafe, and then you leave. So that one was really dope. I love a party boat. So hey, it was a good time.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you had a good time.
Word.
Right. And then last one was the bamboo raft. Bamboo raft was nice.
Y'all were
Very
acting up on the
nice.
bamboo raft.
The bamboo raft was nice.
Why you making that smile? What you doing in the bamboo raft?
Nothing. But the massage was
That's
banging.
what I'm
The
getting to.
massage.
What kind of cream was he putting
That
on them
was like
thighs?
a clay limestone massage.
Clay limestone
Listen,
massage.
if you feel my legs, they're still soft till this day, literally.
With consent.
Thank you.
But
that was J Poppy from Legal.
Yeah,
Nah, I seen him rubbing y'all down.
all right, it was nice. And then he rubbed you down with the oil, wash it off.
How much
rub
was
you down
that
with the
massage,
oil.
yo?
No, it's all included. So
With the package?
the whole excursion was 130, I believe.
To go from the catamaran to Rick's and
No.
the massage?
No. This is a different day. This is
It was
a
a
whole
different day,
nother
whole nother
excursion.
day.
Yeah.
So you were on a bamboo raft
Yeah.
and they gave you a massage.
Yeah, bamboo raft, take pictures, and then you get the massage, and then you get free entry into Margaritaville in Ocho Rios. We did the one in Ocho Rios because where our resort was in Runway Bay, which is like an hour out of Montego Bay. And it's closer to like St. Anne's, like Ocho Rios going that way. Negril is far. So that was like almost a 2-hour drive to Negril to get on the catamaran. That was crazy, yeah. But yeah, so that was probably one of my highlights. It was the bamboo raft.
Of course, because you got
And
rubbed
that
down.
massage. That massage was nice.
You got rubbed down by
Big
a
hands.
yeah.
Big
Yo,
hands.
and they got rough hands, so you know
Yeah,
they just
yo,
shake.
they're rough.
They got rough, bro. I saw old boy's hands. He like,
Yo,
this nigga look like if he rub his face, he's gonna give himself a splinter or something.
listen.
Shit's crazy.
Yes, his hands are rough, but it hurt. But I liked it at the same time. It was-
You
She
know what
like
they're
it
doing,
rough,
yo.
guys. She likes it rough.
Oh Lord.
Hey, I'm not denying it. So,
Hey.
but yeah. So that was my trip. It was awesome. Jamaica's always a good time. So
Amen to that.
Okay.
y'all have to go to Jamaica.
Last question. Unrelated to any of your excursions. You bag anything? Come home with any numbers? You build the roster a little bit.
Is your WhatsApp is like, better.
And did you gain followers on your Instagram?
I think I got a couple followers because I kept tagging like Ocho Rios and the Grill. But I did get 1 or 2 numbers.
Where they from?
Ocho Rios.
Oh, they're from out there.
One from Ocho Rios, one from Lucy.
We salute you guys. Good job.
So you got some international things. Next time you go out there, what's it?
Just friends, nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy until you back out there.
Yeah.
Man on the bamboo boat had rough hands, but he can get them digits. I see you.
Let's go.
Okay, that's what's up.
You're funny.
All right, Em, it is time. Rapido fire. Get to know you. Okay, rapido. So answer as fast as you can. Yeah, you can. Listen, I can't get that phrase out of your dictionary.
I'm trying.
You got like 18 businesses. You got 4 business partners looking for 30 to 50 more.
I'm not good talking about myself, but we're going to try.
Well, this is about things you like and things that, are nostalgic to you. So you should be able to do this fairly fast. I'll go first. Cassie will go second. Josh will go last. And we're just going to ping pong. Pow, 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 pow. All right. Ready? Favorite 90s cartoon?
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I like it. Cass.
Okay. All right. Rapid fire.
Rapido.
Favorite destination you've traveled to?
Oh,
Good question.
Dominican Republic. I love my country.
Where though? Where in Dominican Republic?
We love our country.
Yes.
Honestly, Mocha City has to be one of my favorites.
Mocha City. That sounds sexy as hell.
Where's that?
It's right near Santiago.
When you get there, do they give you a bar of chocolate?
They
Oh,
could.
so the West Coast.
I really love it. It's really nice. So homey over there.
West Coast.
Okay. Hey, Poppy.
If you had 3 wish, what would they be?
Good question.
To you. Honestly, buy my family the biggest house that they want.
Nice.
Been something that they've been wanting a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Keep making my grandma happy.
Beautiful.
Bring the
Just
general
cut
up.
that.
Yeah.
Bring the
Bring the yes. You can break it. You want to break it?
Sorry.
Let me get some if you're gonna break it. Let me get 25% of that.
That's something.
Oh my God, I can't stand you. Off top, I can't stand you. I know. I don't want her to break the nails. Those are good colors. Static Shock. That's what I was for Halloween. Blue and yellow. Anyway, damn it, I just had one. Oh, go-to comfort food. Like when you're like in a funk and you know that there's only one meal that can bring you out of it. What you eating?
Lasagna.
What kind of lasagna? What's in it?
Beef. I'm making it, first of all.
Okay.
So it's beef.
Additional question: do you eat it with white rice?
No, I am that
Okay. Yep.
black person because that's a Latino thing. That rice on the
Too
side.
much carbs.
No,
I
like,
get
I don't.
it.
I don't. Not even. I love the carbs. I'm gaining, so that's my thing. But I don't like the rice. It's weird to me.
Okay.
Lasagna.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Celebrity crush.
Trey Songz, always.
Trey
Tremaine?
Songz. Okay.
I can never stop. I don't know what it is.
Even that he beats women.
You don't beat
He does?
allegations, and you see some
Right.
black man.
Allegedly.
Another black
You know
man.
what?
Another black man.
Let's
Stop.
talk about it.
Stop.
First off, he had Keke Palmer in a closet and would have let her out. That was like 5 years ago. Y'all forgot about that.
Allegedly.
No,
Again,
she said it. So we're not. Didn't y'all just tell us
How did
believe
she
black
say
women?
it? How did she?
Didn't y'all tell us believe
How
black
did she
women a month ago? Believe all black women.
I did
Keke
it.
says Trey Songz locked me in a room. He wouldn't let me come out of the room. And y'all were like, allegedly.
What was the rest of
Well,
the
I don't
content?
remember her saying
Can
that.
I don't really
I will
either.
say, listen,
I don't
you
either.
dare.
I gotta go watch it.
And
but
then
I
he's
didn't.
choking and spitting on women and throwing their purses off of balconies and hotels and all this shit. And y'all,
This is. Did you see a video of that?
no.
Okay, exactly.
So everything got to be video approved?
Sometimes.
So you telling me
Bitches.
that I can't?
Bitches.
You can say bitches.
Oh.
That's fine.
Just be lying.
So you think that these bitches are lying?
Not all of them.
6-7 women
We
got
just need
similar
receipts.
stories.
If you
Uh-huh.
similar stories.
Similar
Was
stories.
he ever convicted of any of these
course
crimes?
he wasn't.
That was my next one.
Of course he wasn't.
Allegation then.
All right.
So
Listen, I'll say allegedly to
innocent
protect
till
the
proven
podcast.
guilty.
Yes, please.
And so what
And that's a
happened?
black man. Leave that black man alone.
First off, that nigga is mocha. Like that nigga
He's
is caramel.
black.
No, he's caramel. That nigga
Don't
is
play,
caramel.
Trey.
Caramel.
Huh?
I'm caramel.
You're
Right.
nougat.
I'm caramel.
You're nougat. Caramel is like more bronze. Like you're bronzed, but you're bronze nougat. That nigga, he presents as a light skinned nigga. Chris Brown more dark skinned than him.
Nah, don't do that.
Nah.
What?
Nah.
He's
not doing
definitely not. You need to get
I'm
your
talking
eyes
about his mentality,
Oh,
how he presents
okay.
himself. What are you talking about?
checked. Well, to me, Trey Songz is a chocolate brother.
Mhm.
Milk chocolate.
Thank you.
Maybe
Caramel,
Not caramel, milk, chocolate.
Milk
He's
caramel
chocolate.
greyhound,
even though he's a little short, but he's still a little
How
cutie.
sure is he?
same height as her. That's why he's short.
Nah. I feel like I'm taller than him.
He's the same height as her. That's why he's a little short.
Damn, you
Cassie
called him-
likes her is about 6'4", Jamaican
Yeah.
from the
Oh,
Glen.
here we go.
Roughness. No weakness.
You know Trey Songz don't got no rough hands, so that nigga's out.
No butter. Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm gonna leave him alone.
So Trey Songz. All right, that's a celebrity crush.
Okay.
I can't change it.
Nah, it's all good. J Poppy.
What do you do when no one else is around? What is something that you do that when no one is around you?
A lot, but I talk to myself a lot.
That's what's up.
Oh, good.
That's what's up.
A lot.
About
I think my neighbors might think I'm crazy, but about myself, reality stuff I do every day. I check myself. What did I do today? What did I do wrong? How can I be better?
love that.
Love
All
it.
that stuff every day. I look myself in the
Self-reflection.
mirror,
Nice.
and I have mirrors all over, and I'm looking at myself all the time to make sure,
Make sure that
I
you're
love
still
that.
that chick.
always, and just making sure I'm checking myself because I could always be better. So,
Word. If you had the ability to pick one talent that you can do for the rest of your life without injury, would you pick the ability to do a backflip? Or would you pick the ability to do a full-on split sideways?
I can already do a split, so I guess a backflip.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
She's
Hold
flexible.
the phone.
I go to the gym,
Wait a
Papa.
minute.
Don't forget.
Hey, don't call me
Wait.
Papa. It's gonna be a different podcast in a second. You call me Papa again.
Anymore,
No,
no,
sir.
I can't do
I'm
it.
joking.
Pole
Oh, you need-
coming down.
Yeah. So, tell me more about the split that you can already do.
Well, I
How
couldn't-
long have you been able to do it?
No, recently because I started working out. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I have a lot.
I do. You go to the gym about 5 days a week. I'm
Yes.
proud of you.
Thank you, thank you.
A lot of lower body stuff. Trying to get
because
that.
I'm trying to get my butt back.
Yeah,
Obviously.
trying to get
I used
the
be a
nat- the
little
natural
thickum.
fitty.
But back,
Yeah.
where did it go?
I lost so much weight after one of the really, really serious surgery I had. So
Oh, really?
I lost about 35 pounds, and then I never got to be able to get it back. So this is my journey, trying to get it back to where I love myself. I mean, I love myself now, but where I want my
So you
body
gotta eat
back.
that white rice with your lasagna.
Yeah, but that's why I eat the
You
whole
have to.
lasagna instead, because that's just.
Carbs.
He's trying to get you to eat that jasmine.
Yeah.
That shit's fire.
That's the worst rice
It
you can
is.
ever eat.
It really, really
What
is.
you mean?
So
It
bad
It
for
is.
In
us.
The
terms of-
whitest,
It's so
whitest
bad.
rice and that sticky, like, sweet jasmine rice is the worst rice
Mhm.
you could eat.
It's so bad. Like being on this journey, yeah, you learn all your favorite
It's
foods.
all opinions.
It's bad. Look
Why
it
is it
up.
bad?
Opinions.
Tell us why it's bad, yo.
It's not good for you.
put a
Brown
little bit
rice
of
is
lime.
the best rice to eat.
I
A
mean,
little
we
bit
know
of
that.
lime, a little bit of hot sauce, and you
Right,
know,
kill
Yeah,
it.
let people.
I eat parboiled rice, and
What is it?
that's
What?
not even
Okay,
that
what's
much
that?
better. But
You said pot boiled.
parboiled rice.
What is that?
It's
I
the-
don't have the education.
Liberian
not-
rice?
Speak
No,
about this right
you could
now.
get that at like Restaurant Depot, like the big box of rice.
Oh,
You know what
okay.
I mean? But jasmine rice is like that Chinese white rice. You know that? Remember they said that they were mixing it with plastic and shit. Yeah, no.
Wow, you
Taste-
sound mad racist, yo.
Tastes real good to
well,
me.
it went viral.
She
on,
said
like,
jasmine rice
Facebook.
is that Chinese, the way your
Mickey
face.
D's was still in that pink slime, and we still
I'm
eating
not
that
being
shit.
racist.
So
I'll eat none of that. Fast food stuff. Nope.
Okay.
Subway had that chemical on their bread, and we still ate that.
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
We fine.
I mean, if you eat
Wait a
anything
minute.
that you don't grow yourself, chances
so
are there's
you
something
eat
in it that will
GMO.
kill
You
you.
eat GMO.
I love GMO.
No,
That's my-
no,
that's my
non-GMO.
boy.
That's my nigga, yeah.
Yeah.
We go way back.
Non-GMO.
We go back to like
Preserving
age
my
4.
food for
Or
so
artificially flavored.
long.
None.
If you don't grow your own food, you're putting something in your body that ain't supposed to be there. Right?
Right.
Period. Like
Period.
that's Dr. Sebi was trying to get everybody to eat fruits and alkaline, all that shit. That nigga dead. All right? Like,
They killed him.
Oh, here we go.
They killed him for
Who killed
real.
him? They shot him?
Who killed him?
They did something to him.
killed
The
him?
government.
The CIA.
What they do?
FBI.
Poisonous Jasmine
I
rice?
don't know what they did to him,
The CIA,
but they killed
the
him.
motherfucking president.
How'd
You
they
can't
kill
go
him?
around saying you're curing cancer and think you're gonna live to see another day.
So they killed him with
They
jasmine
killed
rice?
his fucking ass.
Yo,
They put
really?
jasmine
I'm
rice in
telling
his
y'all.
kiwi?
But they also,
The pharmaceutical industry is a business
Yeah.
before it is like in the
100%.
Watch
like
that
trying
show.
to actually heal people because there's no money in people being healed.
100%.
So I don't know. They killed him. I know that. So
Allegedly.
I knew that was coming.
Allegedly.
they killed him. They.
Because
did.
he
No,
ducked
what happened to believing in women?
No,
They killed him.
not this bullshit.
What?
Not this
I'm
bullshit.
not bullshit.
No, you're not bullshit. You're amazing. You're a queen. You're a
what you're
goddess, and I
saying
love you.
is bullshit.
It's
Why
some
is what I'm
bullshit.
saying bullshit?
The nigga, you don't. How did he kill him?
I don't know. I don't know
But
what
they
they
killed him.
did.
News from a hospital saying like, "Oh, we have the cure for cancer." You know what I'm saying? And cancer basically is the hustle, is the ideal, the pot of gold that everybody wants. But in order to obtain it, you got to pay this moolah. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have a price for it. Now they do. Whatever happened to that dude, you know, I don't know who it did. God forbid, but you know, it is what it is. R.I.P. But now they say they got a cure. So if there's a cure right now,
It's gonna be way too expensive for poor
What
people
you're
to
saying
afford
is
it
the bubble.
anyway.
We were about to get to
So
that.
if we was able to cure cancer with an alkaline diet, right? Shout out
Hell
to
no.
him. Shout out to him.
You
No,
can
because
cure yourself with alkaline
I
diet.
know. I
In the-
know. I
you
know
can.
in the documentary of The Secret, this lady said that she cured cancer just by praying, having positive thoughts, and telling herself every day, "I'm cured from cancer." And when she went to her next
she
visit,
changed
cancer
her
was
belief.
gone.
Yeah, she believed in.
But there was no diet; it was just her belief. If her, it was just
Our brains are super powerful, bro.
exactly.
no.
And we control, like, every thought that we have controls the balance of
But there's always a
serotonin
hustle.
and dopamine and all of that shit. But like Josh is saying, listen, their job isn't to find the cure because then they don't make money.
Yep.
At the end of the day, we're in the
I
United
said
States.
that as well. Actually,
Did
if
you
you was
say that?
He
listening,
absolutely did.
You said
maybe
that.
you wasn't listening to what I
No,
said.
I
I
heard
literally just said
I
that,
heard
guys.
it louder. You both said it.
I literally just said that.
This is
Oh
the
yeah, Josh
problem.
is right. Like
You're both
This
right.
is the problem. But we're not
I just said
going.
it
You're
loud.
both right.
we
You're
literally said the same
both-
thing.
You're both right.
Thank you.
You're both right. But you still can't tell me how they killed him. And
Alright.
that was
I'll
my
tell you
first question.
next week. I'll
Next
tell
week,
you.
you better tell me.
I'll
Because if you
tell
don't
you
tell
next
me,
week.
I'm going to look right
300,
over to my
how
right.
he died.
And I'm going to pop off one of your
There better
beautiful
be a
nails.
PowerPoint presentation and everything.
Word. How they killed Dr. Sebi. They killed him. Who?
Whole PowerPoint.
They. How? I don't know, but he
I
did.
said the
'Cause-
government. I don't know who they
Which
are.
government?
Yo,
It could be
allegedly.
Before they pull up over here.
Allegedly.
Okay, whatever.
Chill out before
Allegedly.
they pull up over here.
It could be
Word.
anybody.
They listening,
M16,
right?
You know they always
James
listening.
Bond,
We gotta-
you know
we gotta be
Way too
quiet.
many
And you
cameras
just
on
came
us.
from Jamaica? That's like around
Word.
where
They
that
about
nigga
to be like,
from?
she knows too much. Please protect this young black woman.
Please.
Dr. Sebi was from Honduras. Like, he from the Caribbean, so you better relax, niggas.
You too funny.
Yo, all right. Whose question was it?
I'm next.
All right, go ahead.
What is your favorite movie of romance?
Loving basketball.
Oh,
That's overrated,
that is
but okay.
cute.
Oh, shit.
It's okay.
Spice.
Right.
Why is it overrated?
Honestly, like, let's think about the plot. It was something that was just like, it was obvious. It was just a little bit too, it's just like Telemundo, only in BET form. That's all I could say.
Oh my God.
Honestly, that's all it
Yo.
was.
The pregame podcast does not reflect the opinions
Yo.
of J.
Hey, that's what it was. They
He said it was a Telemundo plot, but BET.
like BT, like
Okay.
They known each other when they kids. That was her first love. They split ways, then come back. She's a bad bitch.
We're saying that now because obviously we've seen a bunch of movies, but
Of course.
when we was back then, we didn't. That was my first love movie I've ever seen as a kid. So from there, it was just.
You
Well,
thought
it's
that's how it was supposed to go?
No, hell no. I already knew. Ain't nobody touching me, so pushing me on the ground. I was already really sporty girl, so already like that's why I also connected
Tomboy?
as well. Yes, a tomboy.
Maybe that's why.
I
That's
was
why
I
you
was really
resonated with
sporty.
it. Yeah.
Yes, that's why I did resonate with
Yeah.
it. So it's very touching. And then I just saw it the other
Could you
day.
hoop though? You don't look like you can hoop.
Nah, I can't play basketball. I could do every other sport, bust you and everything else but basketball.
Softball, football.
Ball,
Mhm.
all that.
Got you.
Football.
Word.
Okay.
So loving
Yeah,
basketball.
love 'em, but
Okay. All right. Would you rather, this is a stupid internet question, would you rather get $250,000 cash or a lunch with Rihanna?
Oh, I'm gonna get lunch with Rihanna.
Word. Why? Talk to me why.
She could teach me a bunch of things that I need to know.
blueprints.
Man.
Let's go.
Exactly.
She might give you the $250,000 anyway as an
right.
investment.
I'd be like, here, because you just another black woman trying to make it to us. I would pick her brain. How'd you
Blah,
get
blah,
here?
blah.
Ways of music, all that stuff. So
Were you one of the 119 million people that tuned into the halftime of the Super Bowl just to watch her perform?
I was watching the Super Bowl and then I watched the performance.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
a sports fan.
How did you feel about it?
It was a little
Oh, man.
crazy.
Did
It was
you
what?
think-
It was a little crazy.
Did
It
she
was a-
lip sync?
Oh, she definitely lip synced.
I
She
bet.
definitely lip synced.
I bet.
How did you feel
definitely.
about her performance overall?
It was cute.
8 out of
It
10.
was cute.
She was underwhelmed.
She was definitely underwhelmed.
'Cause you gotta
Everybody was
remember,
It
underwhelmed.
was cute.
We literally just saw
Nah.
The Weeknd perform like the Super Bowl
2 years
before.
ago.
Yeah, so it's like it kind of looked.
Who was
the same
last
thing.
year? I don't even.
Oh, it was
Oh,
like
it was Jay. It was
Eminem,
Dr. Dre.
Oh yeah, that
Don't say
that,
his
West
name.
Coast.
Weeknd,
It
that
was
was
Dr. Dre.
That was
It was
undefeated.
it was
Snoop Dogg,
The white
Mary
boy was
J,
there.
He was
Eminem.
there. Mary J, the Queen Mary J. Blige, the Queen of R&B,
and
like,
Eminem.
Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar.
and K. Dot. Yup, my nigga K. Dot. Last year wasn't better than the year before either. The Weeknd had the best Super Bowl performance in
I
like
thought
the
so,
last
too.
Does he pay
decade.
out of his own pocket too? He had
7
control
million.
of creative.
Seth sure did.
7 million.
He had
Cause he-
control of his
That shit was
the creative.
incredible,
So you
bro.
see what he did.
That shit was
I don't know,
incredible.
Rihanna's performance.
If she
She was
wasn't
pregnant
pregnant
too, though.
again by that motherfucking nigga ASAP Rocky,
He's winning
They
in
win,
life.
he's winning.
if she wasn't pregnant again by him,
She
Hopefully
should
he
have
didn't
sat
sign
this
the
year
prenup.
out. I
Hopefully
think.
What?
he didn't
She
sign no
should have
prenup.
sat this year out.
she couldn't because she know once she had a baby, it's over.
I mean,
That second baby, Riri done.
she's not done.
She ain't that dancehall album.
We ain't
Newsflash,
never
pregame pod fans, you ain't getting it. You lucky if you get
We ain't
any
getting
kind of features from her. Lift Me Up was the last solo single track you get from her
And you know
for
why?
at least 7-8 years because she got 2 babies to raise now. Adele comes out every 5.
Word.
She dedicated the whole last album to her son, and it's beautiful. I cried off the first 3 tracks. I was crying like a little brand new baby boy.
Wow.
Missing my mama's teeth, and I didn't even get breastfed. Okay, when Riri she's gonna sing at the fucking Academy Awards next month, and that's it. She's done. She's gonna go underground.
Don't
We ain't
do
gonna
that, Therese.
I'm not doing it. She's gonna
doing
do
to
it.
herself.
She's not gonna sing no more, nigga. We're not getting no more music. We don't need it. She is an empire.
So you're saying the same topic that's right now on the media is that Drake is also planning of doing his like farewell song. Like he's gonna do like one more big moment and that would be it. He's done. He wants to be
Oh,
done.
That's
Really?
what he
I didn't
said.
know
But
that.
then he's also Aubrey, and I don't trust anything that Aubrey has to say.
I mean, right now that's the hottest topic right now. It's like Drake is planning.
Yeah, he
Give it up.
told
Stop.
he told that to Lil Yachty, Josh.
That's exactly who the interview was.
Yeah. He
That's
told
recent.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
new.
Yeah, it was like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But Lil Yachty, Lil Yachty just dropped an album. Anybody listen to it?
No.
Does anybody care about Lil Yachty? No. Like, what the fuck? He
But-
told that to Lil Yachty. Come on, man.
To get
Like,
viewership, but still.
come
What
on.
if?
Aubrey is not gonna retire. He
He's-
loves the attention too much.
Playing a Brady moment.
Yeah,
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Or Hove in 03 when he retired and then came back with
A
Kingdom
lot of
Come.
conspiracy in this episode. I like this.
It's just if you pay attention to how Aubrey Drake Graham moves, you know that nigga's never gonna give up the spot that he has. He's the number one nigga. He's light skinned, 1,000,000%, but he's also the number one fucking artist. Like It's him, The Weeknd, Beyonce, Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Harry Styles, and who am I missing? Oh my God. So I apologize. Bad Bunny. But Bad Bunny is like number one. And then fucking it's he like there's no way. Like he's one of the top 8 artists in the fucking world. That nigga's not giving up that spot, bro. If he retires for real in this year or in the summer, no more summer anthems, then niggas is gonna be lifting up Future. You think he wants Future to be number one? No. He want to be number one to be like, yo, Future, if we do a collab, everyone's gonna listen for my verses and your fucking hooks. That's how he is. That's how his brain operates. Pusha T already exposed that in him. Raise your son, nigga. Adonis just bodied you in an interview like 2 weeks ago.
Sure did.
Raise your kid. Raise your kid with all that wild ass.
Sometimes a break is also a good thing because the heart get found and people will want more. Just like what Jay-Z did a long time ago, you know?
Facts.
So him retiring or taking a break for maybe a year or two, it wouldn't hurt nobody. Hip hop is still in good hand. We still got J. Cole. We still got K-Dot. We still got great talents. So we'll be fine.
We got Kodak Black. We got mad niggas that can rap.
Kodak Black.
Kodak is filthy. Filthy. He needs a bath right now. Where is he? He needs a bath. That little nigga speak no English in regular conversation.
Right.
And by that man, oh no water, hitting the man in there.
Shout out to his DJ who know how to hype him up.
Yeah.
That DJ know how to hype
That's
him
love,
up.
like real.
When he was dancing?
Oh yeah.
Get it black. Get it black. Get it black. Get it black. Look it up. Look it up.
That's your friend wanted
Yo,
to
C
win.
Duck is in a club in Jamaica. Like, that nigga nice. He's just nice. Fucking nice.
Oh, and 21 Savage too.
Oh my God. 21. I mean, he's the first rapper to bring back pussy, and I mean, he's just calling everybody a pussy. It's like, okay, you call me a pussy, I might say thank you. Like, he says that shit so much.
I just, what about Bobby Smurda? How you guys feel about him?
Bobby, he hasn't had a good re-entry back to the thing. He hasn't. It's been rough.
It has been, but have you guys seen his interview on Drink Champs?
No.
I think, Bobby Shmurda is a smart kid.
And smart ass
Yeah,
person.
he's smart. I mean, he's not a kid anymore. He's a smart man. Right. He's a smart man.
Very
but
smart.
That drill shit, the sound changed, right? Like Pop changed the sound. Mm-hmm. Rest in peace, Pop. Then CJ came in and it sounded exactly like Pop. And then the other nigga, Dusty Locane, he does the same. Like, Bobby can't do that. Like that slow shit. That was his shit. Now it's
But it's perfect.
Like, he can't do that. He's just he hasn't figured it out, and it sucks. He's on Designer, same shit. Designer came out with Panda. That shit was out of here. He won 2 Billboard Awards. He went diamond with 1 single. Everything he did after that, bruh, he just couldn't figure out what his voice sounded like. Bobby Shmurda's in the same exact boat. He can't figure it out, and it sucks because he's one of the few young niggas that actually got in trouble for doing some street shit that he shouldn't have been doing in his videos anyway. Got locked up, did his time, did 7 fucking years, fed time, got out, got mad love, and the music is just not. It's just not. It's just not.
Right.
He's
sucks.
Kind of like Shadow Band right now.
Huh?
So he's kind of like
Shadow Band right now.
Like he kind of almost tried to say it in his and on Drink Champs.
He probably is because of how he got arrested.
Yeah, that's literally it.
They had mad guns.
Okay.
Mad guns in a state where you can't have any guns. You can't even have bullets. If you had a bullet and you was driving to New York right now and they pulled your ass over right as soon as you crossed over the line, you're doing 5 years for the bullet in your purse.
Yeah.
For the bullet. Mm-hmm. Them niggas had all of that. The shit that you only can have my muscles to hold the guns that these niggas had, bro. He pulled a T.I. Nah, nigga, you gotta
Oh,
get.
did he snitch?
I was about to
No. He
Oh.
pulled a T.I. No. You're jumping years.
I thought that's what you meant.
No.
I thought that's what you meant.
T.I. left the fucking Grammys in a limousine, and he had automatic rifles
Yeah.
in the trunk of the fucking
Oh,
limousine.
yeah.
This
that's
nigga
true,
had
that's true.
AR-15s and Uzis and Mac 9s
Yeah,
and
he
Mac
was
all that
wildin'.
stupid wild.
Yeah.
This nigga, yo, they had all of that shit. GS9 boys had all of that at fucking Bobby's house. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, little nigga? Like, nah. Yo.
He learned his lesson.
He did.
I feel like
And being shadow banned is not Boozy shadow banned. We still see Boozy all the
First of
time.
all, let's not even talk about Boozy. He's a whole
But
nother
he's shadow
level.
banned. Listen,
There's no
right
way to
now,
shadow ban
Boozy way more popping than Bobby right now.
Absolutely, but do you hear him though? Do you hear how
He ignorant as fuck.
Exactly.
And that's why Bobby ain't ignorant. That's why we don't check for him. It's the algorithm.
Yeah,
It's the
another level.
algorithm.
It's the algorithm, right? Boozy, Dwayne Wade, don't cut that boy dick off, man. Don't do it, man. Don't cut. T.I., that nigga a snitch, man. And if he ain't snitching,
Oh, yeah, he did say that recently.
and if he ain't snitching,
wildin'.
man, if he ain't snitching, he just talking. And I don't like that shit either way, man. Me and this nigga had an album ready to go, man. I'm telling you, Vlad. Like, Vlad. Like, this nigga Boozy was talking crazy.
Right.
And that's why we check in, because we know he gonna say some wild shit.
Wild shit.
He said, Dwayne Wade, don't cut that boy dick off, man.
Is it all facts,
He only
though?
12, man.
I think it's all facts.
Right.
What?
I feel like Bougie's all facts.
You feel like, don't cut that man dick off, that boy dick off,
No,
man?
well, I feel like he ain't lying when he says some things about some people. So.
Okay.
Right.
Respect.
Girl, right.
'Cause if you gonna be on there and be like, what up? I said it.
Look, I respect the fuck out of Boozy for
Hello.
speaking his
That's why I was like, you
his
can't-
truth
You can't even.
and not like
compare.
folding when people check. Well, he did fold a little bit when Mike Tyson checked, but we're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that
Ain't
off the
nobody
pot.
fighting.
Another
Tyson.
moment.
Yep, Mike Tyson said. So why did you think it was your
Why
place?
you gotta do all that?
With the list,
He said,
I can't.
I'm here to entertain. Mike Tyson said, so why did you feel like it was your place to say that about that man's son? I mean, his daughter. And he said, he's like, Boozy was like, he's like, yeah, so why did you feel like it was your place to say that about his son, about his daughter, about his child? And then Boozy was like, well, I felt like because it was a child, I had to say what I said, and I know it's not my child, but I feel like where the world is right now, I can't really see. I just don't. I think the kids are seeing too much. And Mike Tyson was like, "You want to know something, Boozy? I agree with you. You want to know something, Boozy? You want to know something, Boozy? I agree with you.
I can't.
I agree with you." And
Only in the pregame podcast you get this type of entertainment.
Yo.
Only in the
Word.
pregame.
he said, "I agree with you. The only difference between me and you is, it's not my place to say."
Well, hey, you got the next question.
No, we about to interview her for real after I'm done, man. Let me cook, man. Dominican Parks, let me cook with your amazing shades. I love them glasses, nigga. You look good in white. I think this is my first time seeing you in a white shirt.
Me
I seen
too.
you in the white. Yeah, it's a good color. Ain't that a good color on him? See ducats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The white side. Yeah, it's all right.
Oh man! Wow.
Burgundy, I know. Burgundy, wine color. I know. Next time.
Yeah, you. I don't know, man. We might have to jump you. I like how you said
definitely
that. You
have
said,
your
"Yeah, it's all right."
I mean, it's all right.
That was like 8 emotions in one, like passive aggressive diss. He was like, "Yeah."
Definitely not 8 emotions.
It was at
but
least. He was like, "Yeah, it's all right.
It's fine. Don't worry.
It's good."
It's all love. I know.
I love the shades, though. You know me. I love a good pair of shades. So.
Boo.
Ooh.
That's not how you saved that.
Anyways.
After dissing him.
I definitely didn't diss him.
Right.
Why don't you ask Emily her first official interview question?
So. Okay.
Oh my God.
So.
You don't know nothing about Em, so ask
I
Em.
don't.
Ask
So
Em.
tell me a little bit about what you do for a living.
Word. Great question. What do you do?
I guess. Well, I'm an entrepreneur. Let's
Okay.
say that. I have my own skincare line. It's called Organic Healing, Organic Green
Nice.
Healing. You guys can look it up. I have my Instagram right now.
Love it.
We're actually
I'll
all sold
follow
out
it.
right now. Sorry, if you guys go on the website. But products coming back out. I've been doing my own thing. Other than before that, I went to school for criminal justice. I was a paralegal. Well, case manager. A lot of people like to say it's sensitive for paralegal, but I was a whole paralegal. And I
Talk
didn't
your
have
shit.
to like I took care of all the cases and stuff. I did that for many years. And then I moved on. My first business venture was my own cleaning company. I started that in New York, and then I moved it down here. I'm just revamping everything from here on out.
The whole trifecta of a Dominican person. I love that.
Word, right?
Nice.
Holy
Now,
stereotype, Batman.
I'm interested in the skincare line. So what exactly are some of
That's
the
my
products
question.
that you... Oh, that was your question?
No, yeah. That's my question. That's a real good question.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Some of the products I have. So
Yeah.
I'm very much into my natural, no makeup. As you guys see, I'm always mostly like that.
Love it.
For our skin color, it's very hard to get something that's actually good for our. So I went through organic. It's more. What do I have? Face washes, everything that's your routine. Face wash, moisturizers, eye serum.
Nice.
What's an eye serum? What is that?
Eye serum. You know
It's
how you
like
get
for the
some
bags under your
yeah,
eyes,
under your
right?
eyes?
Yeah.
Interesting. They
Put
make
it
a,
out.
a cream for that?
Mm-hmm. It's a
And
whole
it's all
different.
organic?
It's all organic. Everything is super organic. That's how I am with my body exactly because I'm very sensitive with a lot of things.
Your skin.
have-
I
yeah,
have
my
sensitive skin too. Yeah.
Very sensitive. So a lot of us are black, brown.
Right.
A lot of us are sensitive to that stuff. So that was my main focus to make sure. I'm also have my really
Is the
good
secret ingredient is guayaba?
no,
Wait, what was that?
guayaba.
What's that? Is
Is
that a
it?
fruit?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a really good. No, it's not. I don't. No.
All right.
But I should look into that actually because I've been listening to fruits and stuff. I've been looking into it.
I don't mind a
We
little
might-
bit,
we
like
might.
probably 10%, just
Right.
in case, you know.
Also, the
Word.
line has CBD in it, but
Nice.
we also have you can have it without CBD because a lot of people also have questions, but it does answer your questions. It does not go into your bloodstreams. You do not get high. It's not THC.
No,
It's
yeah,
just-
of course.
if you-
Yeah,
you know.
we know that.
Right, we know that. So
Don't roll your eyes because people don't
They
be
don't
knowing.
know that. It's CBD. Oh, I don't want to get high. Da, da, da.
Don't throw. I don't know nothing about CBD,
THC,
THC,
ABC, and all
Yeah,
that shit.
I don't
man. I
know.
love that
Yeah.
stuff. What are you talking about?
elemental P, nigga. I don't know. Don't be throwing. You know what I mean? Ignorant ass. Fuck is wrong with you? HIJK, nigga. Fuck.
DOP holding it down. Like, shit.
Oh yeah, we know that.
They
Like,
don't know.
Because
I don't
you
like
guys
that.
are mad judgy. That's
Yo,
why.
it is.
You're
No,
not?
You guys
Wale,
are mad judgy.
You're not
don't
gonna lie
put
about
J
the weed.
Poppy in my
Actually,
shit.
I'm sorry, J Poppy.
I'm
You're
judgy.
judgy. Yeah, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
You
It's
niggas
all
are
right, girl.
judgy too.
You're
Definitely
judgy.
no.
You got
I'm
judgy
not judgy.
eyes,
Where am I
and you're
judgy?
very judgy.
Wow. Judgy eyes?
Huh?
How am I judging?
You're not judgy. I'm
I was
fucking
about to
with you.
say because
I just wanted to
each
see-
his own
Yeah,
all the time.
Yeah,
That's
but
me.
Cash. you
No,
need to
he's actually really judgy.
Oh, I know.
See Duckett.
Worked with him, my
Oh,
friend.
you guys worked
all
together?
that
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Well, you
Give me
know.
a little background story. How you guys met?
Ooh.
You know what's crazy? She can tell you because I forgot that I met her that night. Because I thought I met her for the first time during COVID. And she was like, no, you met me, blah, 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 at the comedy show at thing. And I'm like, what?
Is that the one we booked
Vivix.
you for? Yeah, the one I booked you for. I booked. Well,
You-
not really.
you didn't
You
book me.
forgot.
What?
Jonathan
Never mind,
Rollins.
cut that part up.
Jonathan Rollins and Colin Felder.
Colin, that's the one I remember.
Colin.
Yes.
Little dark chocolate
You-
malta.
yeah.
He's like a malt ball. Yeah, I got booked to do a comedy show at the spot on Broad Street, and I only did it because I love Colin. He's an older black dude with a young wife. Well, not that much younger. His wife is my age, but he's like my boy June's age. I don't know if you know my boy June, but like he's like 44, 40, whatever. And I did his podcast maybe a couple weeks prior, and he was like, yo, we're about to do a show, bro. We want to put you on as the headliner, whatever. And I said, all right, cool, whatever. I didn't know it was a variety show, though. So what a variety show is a medley of a bunch of different artistic things. So there's poetry, there's comedy, there's music. I'm like, what the fuck? So I get up there. the comics go, and I'm like, all right, whatever. I get up there, I headline the show. I literally, you was heckling me. Somebody was heckling me that looked like her.
Definitely not.
We're gonna say it was her. You said something. You was talking to me while I was on the stage. That's called heckling, even if it's not negative.
While you was on the stage, okay, absolutely was me because I do that.
Yes. She was talking to the performer while he was on stage trying to do his jokes, and I responded back to her. And I didn't really look at her because when I'm performing, I scan the crowd. I'm not looking at anyone in particular unless I walk up to you and be like, yo, what the fuck is your name? What you do? That your girl? You suck your dick? Like, you know what I mean? Unless I'm doing any of that crazy stuff.
Wait a minute. I remember now. I wasn't heckling you. I was working, and because my heels were click, clack, and clacking, you actually got on me. And then I
got on you because it's just
and then I started heckling.
I believe that.
So I made,
exactly. So,
wait. First off, mind your business. I don't like how you're teaming up.
Wait a minute.
I don't like how you're teaming up.
Focus.
No. Let's bring this back.
So
you were heckling me.
Bang.
I was minding my business
I can't heckle
working.
you. I'm the comedian.
I was minding my business working.
No, if you plop.
I'm sorry that the crowd was quiet at the moment.
Right. That's not your problem.
Kapew.
Right.
I'm sorry that the crowd
No
was
one was
quiet.
laughing?
You probably was lining the joke up of that moment.
I might have been. I was setting it up.
Cut the whole joke off.
Yo, she just
You roasted me and the whole entire crowd.
Oh, you roasted her?
Yeah, because I
truth.
clacked my ass over there where I'm supposed to, and then he roasted me and the whole entire crowd laughed. And I was like, well, you're welcome. So that's how that happened.
Because nobody was laughing before.
So let's not do this. No. You see, I don't got.
See,
over there.
this is why you don't.
She's
This is why you don't give C Ducats any ammo because she think what you're saying is the gospel.
Whoa!
I was killing the crowd before I roasted her. Okay, because I don't bomb. Goddamn, I ain't bombed since 2018. But anyway, anyway, that was the first time that we had crossed paths, but I didn't remember her. The second time we met, I was queued up to headline a brunch show on a Saturday at a new venue that was opened by a friend of mine that, you know, a former mutual friend of ours. And that's when I met her formally and like we connected and she was the person who handled all the logistics. Emma's an incredible event planner. She's excellent with logistics. She is super like on top of her shit when it comes to putting things together, making sure all the details are placed, making sure everything's organized. If there's performances, the artists have everything that they need. She's like very diligent about that. And that's one of the reasons why I love her so much. And so we did a series of these brunches. We did 5 of them over the course of like, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months. And they went from really successful to kind of successful to successful again to and it was because we were bouncing around. We were going to different venues and shit. But it was a good time. I enjoyed myself. The comics that I curated for these shows, some of them were really bad. Some of them were outstanding. It was a good stretch of, you know, just like being outside during COVID and bringing laughter to people in a time where it was very unclear whether or not we would be re-entered into society without the masks and all that crazy shit. And yeah, you know, we met, what was it, end of 2020, and, you know, we stayed connected after that. And, you know, the last time I worked for you, what was that? The cafe joint? Please delete this. They're like,
oh, please delete this.
Yeah.
Well, not for me. You work for them, actually.
I worked for you and them. Yeah, that was the last time we worked together.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
That was a dope show.
You did a great job,
Thank
by the way.
you.
He killed that shit.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Did you guys ever get that film from them?
No, I need to hit up Darren and Bim and somebody got to get yelled at. But no, it was dope. It was a really good show and it was a great crowd.
Shout out to Please Delete This.
Absolutely. Shout out to Kiba. We had Kiba and Jen on the pod not too long after that episode. Yeah, no. So like, yeah, me and Em, we like this, yo. Don't get it twisted, cuz
we come at it. We here. So it's like a brother-sister thing.
You already know.
That's why I respect you a lot, too. A lot of things you're doing. Very smart man. Out here, Black community. You already know. I respect you for what you're doing, especially for the kids.
Hey.
Always. And I'm always going to have your back.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So, Josh, your question.
mean,
She asked like a question in
she
a
asked
follow.
like really good questions. Like,
You want her to keep going?
I can ask a simple question. When was the last time you was at the Dominican Republic?
Did this literally 4 years ago. So sad.
Yeah, before pandemic.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, literally. It was right when the pandemic was like that January moment, like when everybody was like,
Wow.
COVID's happening. Like it was that moment. Like
2019
it
or
was coming-
2020?
What did it just turn 2020? I think it just turned
It's
2020.
2023.
Yeah, it just turned 2020.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Yeah, February
because it was in
2020 is
January.
when it became like serious.
Yes, that's what because I left in January 29th and came back like February 10th, and the airport was crazy. We done got stopped. It was wild.
Really?
But that's probably why I haven't been back also, and then I'm a little upset with them. So the whole thing
You're
that's going on
upset?
with
Why?
the whole thing's going on with Haiti and
Oh
Dominican
yeah, I
Republic,
thought
so
that was crazy
I'm a
too.
little upset. So
That's the thing.
my country, I love them a lot, but
When they found them 4 Haitians hung in like a square or whatever. over
not
there?
it's just that's not our whole entire country.
They're
is
deporting
like that.
the Haitian
they're
people.
deporting Haitians right now.
And then there was a travel like alert or advisory to
Yeah.
Black Americans
To
that are
Black-
traveling to DR
Mhm.
to be careful when you go there because they may mistake you for, a Haitian and you might, I don't know
Yeah.
what.
It's a little nasty over there.
Yeah.
I ain't supporting the whole movement right now. So.
But I spoke to someone, they said that they're like, I don't know, they're trying to take all the jobs or I don't know what really. But
yeah.
you know what?
I
I
speak
saw a
to my uncle.
documentary recently on Haiti and it's bad there. Like,
They're struggling.
it's
Oh, yeah.
bad.
They're really struggling.
They can't export any goods at all.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I
They
have
can't make any
family.
money.
Yeah.
Like they're dirt poor, worse than any country in Africa. Bad.
And that's why they try to go to Dominican Republic to make
Right.
it better. Some of us are amazing. Like shout out to my uncle. He supports them. He goes gets them to give them jobs and stuff like that. Because we're on the borderline of we're in Guayubin. So right
Really?
there. So
West Side.
I have so many people. So not a lot of our people are like that, but a lot of them are just like, I'm just not supporting it right now. So I'm not gonna go over there and spend my money right now.
I don't blame you.
I'm gonna go to Haiti probably. And
I
spend some
actually
more
went to
money.
DR last year and it was really dope.
Yeah, like
But I
it's
went
beautiful.
to like Punta Cana.
Yeah,
but,
the
yeah.
face spots and stuff. Like,
But I loved it. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good move. That's a really good move. Yeah, it's a tough time, honestly. Since the earthquake for Haiti, it's been hard for them to recover, and unfortunately, most people are treating them like it was over here, years ago, and it's, I feel for them. You know what I'm saying? They just want to work. They just want to provide. They just want to be a fruitful nation, and they're just individuals who are just greedy. Honestly, that's what it is. In my perspective, it's just greed. Like,
if you meet, like,
They're
yo,
the
I had 2 girls braiding my hair, like literally from Haiti. They were boom boom, and they were like, here, $10, I think it was. I was like, yeah, right. Are you crazy? I was like, I gave them way more over $100 for because it's really cheap over
wait,
there.
10
The money,
peso
the
or
currency
$10?
is.
No, it was $10, American dollars. So it was what pesos? I don't know that,
like
but I know.
$5.50.
Yeah, so I'm like, no,
550
absolutely not. I gave them 100 more. So I'm like, you see,
What's
like,
the
they're just
translation
coming
from
over here.
one US
right now-
dollar to
Yeah, I don't know.
52 to 55 peso, depending on the market right
For
now.
$1.
for one
For
US
$1.
dollar in DR?
Yeah, it's between 52 to 55.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, it was at 55 when
Oh,
I was
okay.
there, so
Yeah.
Jamaica, I think, is one US dollar is like 100 in Jamaican money.
Yeah, the dollar has a power over
it sure
most international
These
islands. But
places so poor, they don't got no fucking gold.
I was like, yeah, like here you go. Like I'm like, yeah. So
Yo, in Nigeria, I want.
What's the translation in Naira?
Oh my God, I'm about to tell you. I think it's like 500 naira for like $1.
ooh,
Telling
Really?
you, it's
Wow.
bad. Yo, hold on. Let me
Make my
look
way
it
over
up.
there.
Let me look it up.
I know Korea. 300 wons is equivalent to 23900
In Korea?
in Korea.
Oh, I thought their money was worth more than ours. No,
our dollar is
Why would it be?
really strong.
The US dollar has gone down. You don't know that?
No, we're equal with the euro. Where you been
We're
at?
close
We're-
to the euro. We're close.
We're
No,
not equal.
It's
We're
like
not
there's
equal.
There's a 10 cents difference. It used to be
The
almost
euro
$2.
and the pound are more than the US dollar.
by a few cents, but not
by
as-
like 10 cents.
yeah, a few
3, 4 before COVID. It was like
double.
you had to pay $2 to get €1.
£1.
It ain't like that no more.
I was gonna say last time I was in Europe, it was like my
But
money,
pre-COVID.
you know what I mean, was less.
But
You
the
know what I
pound-
mean?
But what
But
Wale's
maybe
saying
now,
is, like,
yeah.
the pound went down.
It
So
went-
now it's like
Brexit fucked
Cents.
them up.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's like a worldwide
Brexit
recession
fucked them
right
up.
now.
yeah,
Yeah.
cents is not that far.
Yeah. $1 of our money is 460 naira.
Wow.
Yeah,
What?
bro. It's crazy out here. $1 to £1. Let's see. So €1. Because that covers a bunch of places in Europe. Yeah, dog. It's $1. So it's 0.5 cents. It's not even a full nickel.
Yeah.
It's
Damn.
$1 equals 0.948047 euros as of yesterday.
So $1 is 5 cents in euro.
0.5. So
0.5.
basically,
Oh my God, like-
if you give
A 5%
somebody,
difference.
if you buy something for €1 in fucking anywhere in Europe, you got to give them $1 and a nickel, and they'll give you back like a store credit or some shit because the whole nickel doesn't
Yeah.
even count. It's 0.9. That's how close it is because Brexit fucked them up. Brexit in 2020 or 20, whenever it was, when those countries was like, no, we don't want to be a part of this shit no more. We want to be independent. We don't want to be a part of the fucking monarchy no more. We want to dip. That fucked them up. That fucked their whole economy
In
up.
2020.
Whenever Brexit was. When was Brexit? 2020, 2019? Shit,
That
you
was a
make-
while ago.
When was Brexit? Let's just why we on it?
Right.
Let's just
Wow.
do it.
That's crazy.
Let's just do it. When was Brexit?
Because I was in Europe in 2017.
January 31st, 2020, right before the pandemic started. That's
God
literally
damn.
a month before at 6 p.m. That's when they voted. The countries that was like, you know what, nigga, we don't want to be a part of this shit no more. We want to be by ourselves. We want to be independent. That fucked them up. That euro was, it was like $1. It was $2. It was like $2.50 for €1.
Mhm.
It's been declining ever since. So fuck the Europeans. I don't feel bad for them niggas. Fuck.
God damn.
Give a fuck for them.
What about the pound? Can you look up the pound?
Yes. I
Because
will.
I don't know why they're better than the whole Europe. They got to have the British pound. I'm like, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you go,
yeah,
you go,
just
you
go.
go.
Second door on your left. Same shit. It's the what is this? The
$1
pound?
US to a
A
pound.
British pound sterling is 0.83667. 0.8366. So it's actually worth.
So when we translate our money to
You still got to
pound,
pay $2 to get
A pound?
1 pound, right?
Well, $1 in what? 15 cents.
15. That's not.
It's not bad, yo.
it's
I
still
mean,
it's close.
The value
so.
still dropped. The
It's-
value still dropped compared
Yeah,
to where
it
it was
did.
years ago. So it definitely shows that either we're the badass country of the world or
Our
we're
economy didn't stop like theirs did. That's what it all comes down to. It's all about the market.
But when it came to COVID, most of these nations, they were able to like go back to their normal routine faster than what we could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I felt like that too.
Australia didn't took no less than
a
6
few
months
months, yeah.
to get back up and running.
And some places in like freaking like Swiss and all that.
yeah,
But that ain't the UK. That ain't fucking places where they accept, you know what I mean, accept euros like Germany and whatever. Like, cause France is the francs. So let me look that shit up too. But again, our economy didn't really stop. Like, yes, the restaurant industry stopped, but in terms of like how we make our money, nigga, shit went up. You had millionaires and billionaires investing in things, and as soon as people were allowed to go outside in the
do
summer,
you think it's mostly about the digital dollar, like the bitcoins? Because bitcoins and all those digital money dropped tremendously during the pandemic.
and
Like,
then people bought into them,
gold, gold and everything dropped. It was really, really hard for people
everything
to,
dropped. And
Yeah.
then the people who invested in those things, like whoever invested in Zoom, like 7-8 years ago,
Oh, they're rich.
they're up.
Yeah, yeah.
GameStop.
Yo, that shit.
Yo,
We missed out.
I wish-
You and
Bro.
me, we could have been
I wish I
drinking
listened
out
to
of
my
gold
brother.
solo cups.
I wish
Oh
I
my
listened to my
God.
I wish I would have
brother.
invested in that stock.
Oh my God,
what? You
bro!
would've been
It
pissed
was
to go.
literally like
Yeah.
$1.25 for years. Nobody plays video games, and then a group of like 150 white people that get like hardcore gamers. Not 100, it was more than that. It was
Yeah.
a few hundred. They invested and they just created their own coin, that shit took off, son.
Took
And they
off.
all cashed out. They all made like 150 grand each. Like a few
good.
thousand people.
Yeah, they're good.
That shit was crazy. I need I need a billionaire from like Saudi Arabia to buy iHeart. So my stock in iHeart can just sit at like 100 a share. Because I got like 30 shares of iHeart. And I used to have like 100, but I've been selling it because like it's taking too long. Huh? What happened?
Oh, get closer to the mic.
Hey, you gotta put your lips on it, yo.
What's that?
You invested in iHeart, you said?
I invested in iHeart. I invest in JetBlue. How'd you fly to Jamaica?
I flew there, JetBlue going, and then Delta coming back.
There you go. Yeah, I need somebody to buy JetBlue, and I invested in this cannabis company out of Aurora, Colorado, and the shares are like $287 a pop. So if you listen, go on Robinhood or go on Charles Schwab or Fidelity, whatever investment app you got, and buy low right now. There's so many stocks, bro. You just got to invest consistently. Don't take that shit out. Just keep investing.
I mean, but with this supposedly upcoming World War III that supposedly may happen, we don't know about the future. But right now, with Ukraine being at war with Russia for the past year, it's been a year now, and now Russia's getting support from China, the U.S. We've been giving out money, like we printing out money that never existed.
Yep.
And our tax dollars too are going to Ukraine as well to help out that nation out, to help the war. So I don't know if investment still is the ideal move, because like if this ideal war does break out, that means everything is gonna drop, and then what can we do? Like how can an average Joe like myself can make money?
Day trade. That's what I did. I started with day trade. I started with $100 in day trading, and I made money. And I'll jump on it here and there too. Like I'm like,
That's how. That's a quick way to make money. That's a faster way. The surefire way is invest in property. You know what I mean? And like, banks aren't gonna take a shot on you if you don't have a good credit score and some good collateral to put down. But like, that's where it's at. And I'm so surprised that we're here because we're about to talk about a whole bunch of ratchet shit. But like, I like these conversations because I've been paying attention, man. CNN and MSNBC and Fox News, these niggas want you to be distracted with, and it's not even. I don't even like to use the word distraction because it's disrespectful to the lives of the people that have been lost over the last few weeks.
Facts. Due
to police brutality, the folks who died in fucking Syria, the earthquakes and shit like that. I ain't forgot about none of that. Like, sending prayers. There's nothing that I can fit. Nobody in this room can do shit. Even if we send money, we don't even know if the Red Cross or the Blue Cross or whatever cross is going to take the money and use it to help the people, the thousands of people that were underneath these fucking buildings.
Facts.
I don't know where that money goes. That's why I don't send shit. I pray at night, in the morning, that it don't happen to them again, because some of these developing countries get hit the hardest, to Cassie's point. Haiti has had the absolute worst luck since 2002.
Right.
Every other year there is an earthquake or a tsunami or a famine or a close to famine or something. Or niggas just getting displaced. Dominicans go to the other side of the island and like, all right, some of y'all niggas gotta leave. Like, what? But Dominicans get more money. They got more money. They got more resources. They got more guns. And so they can just take out the AK. You heard what I said, nigga. Stop walking in the water. What the fuck is going on? Where's the United States? Oh, we got to deal with Dominicana Republic. Right. So we helping these niggas ostracize our black and brown, brothers and sisters that were once fucking almost colonized by the French. The French left Haiti in such a bad spot. It's like they crippled them. They crippled them. That's why most African countries can't get a leg to stand on. Liberia too. Niggas like shit. Don't even get me started, dog. There hasn't been a clean Nigerian president in all of Nigerian presidents. They're all corrupt.
All of them.
All of them niggas is corrupt. I don't even know who the new nigga's name is. I don't need to, because he's corrupt.
Same as the
most of them, because what happened?
Look what happened.
What happened with colonization is that these motherfuckers, these white nations came through, colonized for hundreds of years. and said, all right, well, we can't do this no more. We're going to leave. But we're going to place these niggas that we know ain't really about you guys and your growth as a culture and as a people and your community. And we're going to put them in charge because we know they're going to fucking hinder your success and your ability to grow. And that's been the case since the 50s, since the first African nation was given their freedom, quote unquote, because Nigeria was October 1st, 1960. Nigga, ain't nothing free about Nigeria. Like, we popping with the Afro beats, but there's mad motherfuckers that are poor as fuck out there.
Liberia's been independent for like 200 years and shit's still like down in the dumps. The
roads in Liberia look just like the roads in Nigeria. You go to Ghana, highways and roads like a motherfucker. It's just like, yo, what is the, and the difference is the leadership.
The leadership, right.
You know what I mean?
The control of resources.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah. Like the leaders of Ghana in the past were freedom fighters, activists for real. The niggas in Nigeria, Liberia, fucking Cape Verde, certain place, they're like a George Bush, a George W. Bush Jr. Like, they're just figureheads in a position that are there to make money and not to do shit else. It's fucking crazy, man.
It is crazy.
Very, very sad. Very sad. I didn't mean to dampen the mood and shit and talk about real.
All of us.
Sometimes we gotta talk about the real world shit.
We gotta talk about stuff that happens time to time.
Word. All right. So while we're talking about things that are related to people of color in ethnic countries and shit like that, colorism in the Latino community. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's a hot topic.
Miss M, this is something that you wanted to talk about.
First of all, cut that out.
Cut what out?
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Please, just make sure you're cutting this out.
Oh my God.
Don't do that. I just told you I don't need that smoke. I'm about to open a restaurant.
No one is gonna give you smoke.
And then they're gonna the next. I don't have time for that. Please,
okay, all right.
Please. I don't have time for that drama.
Miss M, you wanted to talk about colorism in the Latino community. Would you like to elaborate as to why you wanted to talk about that? Well, yeah. When I put it proper on your ass, eyes are closed.
No, that's not the right way to cut off.
No, we're not gonna.
No.
It's your
Why
topic.
You introduce your topic. How about that?
Yeah, you introduce it. Colorism in the Latino community. Why is it something that
it's definitely colorism in the Latino community. Some people recognize themselves as Afro-Latina or Afro-Latino.
Yep.
And some people see themselves as white Latino or whatever the
just
case
white.
is. Or just
Hispanic.
white. Hispanic. You know what I mean? So, you know.
I represent as Afro-Latina. Mostly black. If everybody knows me, I'm always like, just because obviously we already know what we came from. Dominican Republic was one of the first fucking countries to enslave. So we already know we came. We're all black. Let's just get that out.
All African.
We're black and white. That's
all,
it.
No, we're all
yeah, you guys are
African.
mixed
like,
people. Yeah,
like
we're
that's
very
it.
mixed.
Like,
Yeah.
what was the damn? You see, I can't do this without having to like.
You better not punk out on me, Em.
It's not punking out. It's just I really have to just be careful.
Okay, be careful, but also tell us why it's an issue in your community because we're not from. Me and Cassie ain't from. We ain't Bunny.
Okay, there we go. Why is it an issue? Because we try to act like we don't know why.
Why what?
There we go.
That there's
What do you mean? There we go. Why what? You can't just say we try to act like we don't know why
the colorism
why
exists
what?
Or
why is there colorism?
All right, go ahead. Continue how you wanted to ask me.
No,
just do it.
Cook, girl.
Okay, just do it. I'll go off.
I didn't say that. You said.
Yes, you did. You literally
So
was like,
to give a little context, basically there was a podcast and our guest Miss Emily
Watch the clip.
Gave insight on the topic itself. Most of the hosts were against her and gave their insight on what they believe was colorism, even though one was very white, the other one was light skinned. So there was not really much of a representation. And she
from the blacker people,
the darker side of the spectrum. So Miss Emily felt like, if we're going to talk about colorism, let's talk it as a full, just not one-sided. Let's talk about on both sides of the spectrum. So hopefully that's a good introduction for your topic. No.
Nervousness. Cut that out.
Girl, you want me to go first?
Sure.
All
I
right,
got you.
boom. Matter of fact, you go first, Cass, because you know all about. We talked about colorism like 3 weeks ago. You got this.
You know, I'm just angry. That's why I'm just trying to calm down.
All right.
That's okay.
We got you.
You could
we
be
professionals.
angry because you know what? It's a topic that's a little bit. It gets you a little bit heated. You know, but this is something that to me that stems from slavery. You know what I mean? From 400 or 500 years ago. This is, you know, the aftermath. This is what we have to deal with. You know what I mean? After our ancestors have gone through all this shit that, you know, the Europeans put them through. You get what I'm saying? There's colorism in the Black community that, you know,
Of course.
it exists, you know.
I contribute to that when I say light-skinned nigga.
Light-skinned.
Yeah,
we
no,
do.
same.
We
All the
don't
time.
really like, you know what I mean? But it's true. It definitely exists. There's a favor, like light-skinned women are more favorable than the darker-skinned women or women of color like me. You know what I mean? Some people will say I'm light-skinned. Some people say I'm dark-skinned. It depends on where they're coming from. And I don't even like feed into any of that. Like I see myself as a Black woman. You know what I mean?
Blackity black.
Black. You know what I mean?
Michael Blackson black.
Mhm.
So I see both sides because I have darker skinned family members that I feel so bad because they don't want to stay in the sun too long because they don't want to get any darker or you know what I mean? Like things like that. Like shit like that breaks my heart. You know what I mean?
Same.
So, and I love dark skin. I'm attracted to dark skin. I'm attracted to dark skinned people. You know what I mean? So I feel bad that there's, you know, like that colorism that exists and that we can't accept all people, you know what I mean, for who they are but I also feel like it's society that, you know, perpetuates this like image of like what's beautiful, you know what I mean? And we don't even like realize that we favor light-skinned people over darker-skinned people. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the society and media.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's how I see it. And that's why I feel like a lot of the people are, like most people are brainwashed. Like most of the general public are brainwashed to, you know, what they see as beautiful, what they don't. There was a study that they've done on children. Which doll is the
Bobo doll experiment?
What was it?
Bobo doll experiment.
Yeah. Which doll is the good doll? Which doll is the bad doll? The darker skinned one was the bad one. Mm-hmm. The white doll was the good one. You know what I mean? Like it's ingrained even in children that don't even really like haven't even gone through any experiences. So it's really like it's a crazy topic, honestly.
The thing is with my Latino community, they always asking why, like what we all know the answer. We know why. We have to stop as the Latino community asking those stupid questions because it is hurtful to the Black community. Like we all know what is the issue. We know. So that was my issue with that whole podcast. That it was like, yo, you guys are asking questions that you know the answer to, and it's like you should be a better,
platform,
a platform or whatever it is. Your whole podcast, like you have to be a better platform to what it is. On top of that, you have a white girl on your show, so it's like,
yeah,
like, so
especially,
it's like, and then she's talking more than you are. So it's like, damn,
that's even more offensive.
It's a little bit too much. So it's like, yo, as a Latin community, and I wasn't just coming because I wasn't coming at anybody. I was like, as a Latin community, we literally have to stop doing this to the Black community. Like, we have to
Thank God for you.
We have to stop acting like we don't know what the fuck the issue is. We have to stop acting like we don't know why it came from. We have to stop being scared, too. Like
I know Black, I'm Dominican. Nigga,
like,
you
no,
Black.
you fucking Black. Like that,
African.
I have problems like with some people in my family because of that. Like I legit.
There's
like,
a lot of I know
fuck.
Black, Dominican niggas out there.
I don't give a fuck.
What about some of the Cape Verdean people? They don't even see themselves as or recognize as African, and they are literally on the west coast of Africa. Like y'all are African too.
They're the furthest west. It's like Nigeria, a bunch of sea, and then Cape Verde Islands
right there
in the water. You niggas ain't even attached to the continent. And y'all like,
They're not African. They would prefer to be Portuguese over than African. Mind you, the Portuguese people don't even accept you.
Right.
Don't give a fuck.
And they raped all your ancestors.
All of them.
All of them were raped by Portuguese people.
A lot of your food is
they don't wanna
trash.
talk about
that. Cachupa ain't that good. You say that.
So
I feel bad for people like that. To me, it's like self-hate. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what it is. It is self-hate. Josh, I want you to jump in, man, because you're a Dominican brother.
I'm a Dominican brother. I mean, like, y'all met my brother. He's way black than I am.
Yes.
As well as my mom.
You guys have the same parents or no?
Same parents.
Yeah.
Like, my mom
shout out to Neff.
My mom is his skin complexion. I'm my dad's.
Right.
You know? And unfortunately, it like I said earlier in the episode, is like, you know, what's happening like in the Dominican Republic is similar to what happened here in the U.S. a long time ago.
Word.
With slavery and segregation and such, and there's a little bit more noticeable than what it was here. I mean, here it was like straight in your face, black and white. There it's similar to like Trevor Noah when he was telling his testimony about like,
his mom,
and how people be like, "Yo, are you the babysitter? Are you the caretaker?" And it's like, "No, that's my mom. My dad is. He has to walk on that side of the street. Mama has to walk this side, and I'm walking with my mom."
Mm-hmm.
Similar to NDR. And honestly, I did find some information too showing that, you know, about 79 people did this survey back in 2019. This is the pewresearch.org website. And what it says here, most Hispanics say having a college degree, legal status, or lighter skin color are advantage in the United States. Having a lighter skin color, 59% said it helps being here in the United States. 10% says it hurt them. Having a darker skin color, 6% says it helped. Over 62 people said it hurt them. So right there, data shows that, you know, discrimination straight off just by the color of our skin, it's already been like a big thing, you know? And I think another thing that also portray this is like, it's what we watch on TV. You know what I'm saying? You watch Telemundo, honestly, you don't see a lot of like dark skin.
Dark skin, never. I never.
They all look like you.
They'll look like me close, but they would not be like my brother. They would never
hell no.
There was this one dude, Tony Vega from like Univision.
Mm-hmm.
He, because he had a funny catchphrase, you know what I'm saying? That was the reason why he was always.
Was he darker skinned?
He was dark skinned.
Got you.
And he was the dude that would do. He was a reporter that goes all around, but he had this catchphrase that made him relevant. Because of that, is the reason why he was on TV for so long. If not because of the color of his skin, I don't think he really would have that much airtime. So I feel like TV, everything it has to do, you know, how, you know, whatever higher, you know, 1%, whatever it is trying to portray or trying to show the world. It's like, if you're not like us, you can't be with us. And it's so wrong. It's really wrong. And unfortunately, like we talked about a while ago, you know, dark-skinned women, especially, they have to work double as hard.
Yeah. Do you notice that it's mainly towards mainly towards women? Men are more accepted. Mm-hmm. You can be dark.
Most men. Some.
To me, it's only towards women that there's colorism. Like, you know what I mean? Like, black. Like when we were talking about the rappers, like the rappers. Nobody cares about black, dark-skinned rappers, but when it comes to women rappers, it's the light-skinned ones that are more accepted than the darker-skinned ones.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to black men in that field, nobody cares. You can be black and ugly as ever. You know what I mean? Like how Biggie said. And nobody gives a fuck. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But with women, oh, you're not pretty enough. Oh, you're not sexy enough. Oh, this, oh, that. You know what I mean? I just don't understand, why is it more towards the women than the men?
It doesn't go towards music either. It's also like nowadays is also the stream. We talk about this young kid named Kai Sent, I believe his name.
That's not.
Yeah, and
yeah.
and he's a Haitian dude who worked his ass off to earn those millions and millions of subscribers back in early 2022, late 2022.
Yep.
And Twitch was not allowing him to be in the homepage, because when you have that top numbers, you're supposed to be on the homepage. People are supposed to be able to
Top
preview and be able to select you because you're one of the top streamers. They were not doing that on his favor until like towards the end of 2022. So
When he broke the stream record, because no one ever broke, like, was it 1.1 million streams,
I believe,
live, some shit like that. He broke the record, and you can't deny him now.
Nope.
But for, like Josh is saying, like, for months, this nigga was getting more people, more active folks on his live stream than any other user, like 30,000 people at a time. On Twitch, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube is super common, because what Twitch is doing right now is what YouTube was doing 15 years ago. So when this nigga hit 1 million subs with like 75,000 people on the live stream at 20 fucking years old, or 21, however the fuck he was.
He's young.
Like, he became the youngest, the first black, the first Haitian, the first everything. This is just in November. And then fast forward to last month.
He's in trouble.
3 months later, he throws a fucking goofy ass
New Year's
Eve party, and a young lady gets raped by one of his friends in his bedroom, and they kicked him off the platform.
One of the bedrooms out there.
And it wasn't even him that did it.
No,
it was one of his friends.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows the friends too.
He knows.
He's
He
not
grew
on
up. One of
Twitch
his
anymore?
childhood friends. They kicked him off. Well, they kicked him off the platform not because of the rape stuff. They kicked him off because he took an edible and he fell asleep on live stream.
Yeah, he
wasn't
slapped.
he smoking? Was he not smoking?
No, he took
That was an edible?
He ate. He
His
had.
eyes were dumb red.
He
Oh my
had,
God.
He had like a Fruity Pebbles Rice Krispie treat. He had
And
a
this-
cookie. And so he ate all of that shit.
and just
Wow.
knocked
And
out.
then he ordered a bunch of DoorDash.
I know, I remember
Yep, he ate like a steak and cheese,
I
had
gotta
like
see
a 7-Eleven drink,
Yo.
ate all this
He
shit.
was wildin'.
And he fell a fucking sleep. And his boy, who's in the same crib,
Mhm.
one of his AMP niggas, it's like me, Josh, and like our boy Eben, and like 2 other niggas like bought a house together, and we're all gamers. He was like, yo, Kai, you good? Nigga came out of his room in the back. You can see in the webcam, and he's like, yo, my nigga's done. My nigga's done. He was like, what? This nigga sleeping on the live stream. They booted him because drug promotion.
Right.
And he got mad. There's mad kids on Twitch.
Mhm.
Mad. It's all kids.
Right.
All
I was about
it's-
to say, I'm not on
He-
Twitch.
he-
So.
he's a child, but the progress for him to be able to make it to the top, you know what I'm saying? It took a lot of work, but to easily like knock him down, because there's a lot of streamers on Twitch that do much. They say
Much
and talk
worse.
about worst thing, and Twitch let it slide. You know what I'm saying? So it's very showing that colorism is definitely alive and well. One Dominican famous person that I admire back in the 90s, and unfortunately he took a different route, is Sammy Sosa.
Oh,
God.
Sammy Sosa was blackly black.
He's
Talk
black.
about
Actually black.
self-hate.
Yeah.
Yo, Sammy Sosa, I don't know what possessed him.
It's private in the household.
You think so?
Yeah.
Wait, what were you gonna
Personally
say?
experienced.
So basically what happened to Sammy Sosa
Right.
is like he bleached his skin.
yeah.
He
You
went
never
from being,
seen it? I'll
Oh,
show
you
you.
haven't seen it? Oh, yeah.
No way.
he
I'll show you.
He bleached his skin.
He lighted in Josh and M.
He from his afro hair, it became perm. From his dark eye, it
Michael
became
Jackson.
light. It was very disgusting. Comedians were making fun of him. Raymond and Miguel, they be like, "Oh, I need more powder. I need more lotion to keep this
You
white."
see what society does to people of color?
I feel like it was more home based.
What do you
Really?
mean? Explain a little bit.
From experience, I'm only speaking from experience.
Mm-hmm.
I've been when I go to the pool, I get black. When I go on the beach, and I get black, and I love it because it's beautiful. Some people in my family would always be like, "Stay out of the sun. You're getting too black."
Yep.
Get out of the sun. You're doing too much. You're hurting your no. I'm just blacker than what my skin color is. I feel like that's how him.
Yep.
Because from experience, at one point, I had family members that made me feel like I was way too dark. Like,
Really?
there's a lot of light skins in my family. My father's side is super dark. That's why I fuck with my father's side all day. But on my mother's side of the family, I went through it. I went through it.
Wow.
I was the blackest. I am the darkest.
Mhm.
So when I went to the beach and the pool, I would come back blacker than what I am, and it was literally like stay out the sun. So it was that.
Damn.
Yeah. And most family, usually whoever's like the lightest or the oldest or whatever, whoever's the lightest usually get the most attention. That's what I experienced in my family. And it's like unfortunately, like whoever's the dark one, they're like literally the term black sheep. They're like cast away. Don't want to be like talked to unless if this person is a special individual, meaning that they have a
Talent.
charisma, a way of speaking, intelligence, a way past like a light skinned person, they would not acknowledge them. And it's really sad, but that's the reality that's happened in our Latino community. You know what I'm saying? People simply, for us Latino, most people just be like, by the size of our nose or our face shape, they instantly be like, oh, you're Latino. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like, we're more than that. You know what I'm saying? We bleed red just like any other people.
Everybody
But
else.
Human.
but they just unfortunately, skin colors for most people matter, especially for the rich. I don't understand why that's really of a big perspective or expectation for them. I think all colors are beautiful, but most people just don't see it that way.
Well, when I went to DR, I didn't feel like
They treated you as a queen, girl.
They
Yeah.
treated me
Always.
fine.
And
When I
especially
went to
with your
Puerto
accent,
Rico,
with your accent,
it was bad.
Because they're Americanized. You're always gonna be
And
treated
they're
like a
light
queen.
skinned. They're
But
light
But they're
skinned.
white
no,
in
no.
Puerto Rico. Like, they're
They're
like
part of America,
They're like
though.
Spanish white, like
But
European Spanish white.
They don't need nothing
American
from you.
Spanish white.
Yeah,
They're
they
a
don't need
territory
nothing
of
from
us.
you.
They don't like blacks in Puerto Rico.
Like
to
you
me.
can, like what you can do
Don't
in
tell me
Dominican
that.
Republic for like $500
tryna
will
go there.
cost you $2,000 in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
Wait, say that again.
What you can do in Dominican Republic for $500 will cost you $2,000 in
Yeah,
Puerto
the-
Rico because it's
the
the
dollars-
same.
the-
The dollar
they're
doesn't
not-
go down. It's
Right.
our money.
Mind you, I
Right.
can take a
We
boat
own them.
from my own island to Puerto Rico.
Right.
A little boat.
Your word.
Because it's right there.
Right
Yeah,
there.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's
And you're
true.
telling me, but because they're part of America, though.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, when I went to Puerto Rico, I didn't feel it as accepted. I just felt like kind of like they didn't really like, I don't know, they didn't really find me like, I don't know, appealing or anything.
They're all white passing. They have very Americanized names. Kimberly, fucking, this stupid shit. Like it's weird. Listen, I was dating a Puerto Rican not more than 3 months ago. And it's just like every one of her siblings, Americanized names, including her. And I'm like,
Was
what
she
the
like
fuck?
white?
All of them are white skinned.
Right.
Like there are some Mexicans that are white skinned. The ones that are like closest to the border for Texas, Arizona, white skinned. You gotta go deep
Into
deep.
Mexico?
to see motherfuckers that look like Em, that look like Josh.
Mhm.
But a lot of them, you wouldn't even know that they're Mexican until they start speaking Spanish.
Mhm.
And that's part of the reason why I love working with young people, right? Because I work for this organization called Plan. It's an international non-governmental organization, an NGO. They have sites all in like South Africa, Mexico, wherever. But anyway, there were some kids that were in the leadership camp, and I thought they were white. I thought they were with the kids from fucking Belgium.
Mhm.
Yo, at lunch, these 4 kids started speaking fluent Spanish. I said, what the fuck? Mind you, they had regular ass American names, nigga.
Mhm.
It was like John.
Mhm.
Name was Juan, but the parents translated it to John.
Right.
The other motherfucker, like his name was Lewis, like Lewis and Clark, but Lewis instead of like Luis. And the girl, Sabrina or some shit, but it was Sabrina. So there was some shit on it.
You're
You know what I
close.
mean?
You're close, yeah.
They changed her whole They changed their whole name, nigga. They Americanized their whole shit, and they made them look like astute white students. and these kids were Latin as fuck, mad Spanish, and I'm like, yo, I'm tapping my boss like, where they from? I thought they were with the Belgian kids. Oh no, they're from Mexico. Well,
I was like, can I say something off that? My name was supposed to be Emilia, and it's Emilia, Emily.
Emily.
It was supposed to be Emilia.
Shit.
Oh.
And they do that shit to assimilate
so they
them.
Americanize
They
their
do
name.
it to assimilate the kids so they have an easier time adjusting to this fucking Western culture.
They definitely fucking manipulated my mom to change my name, but my grandma was always like, Amelia, but my mom was the one.
I like Amelia so much better.
Me too. I was like, what?
You look like
it's
an Amelia.
very pretty.
What?
Yeah.
If you say my whole entire
it's
name,
very
it
pretty.
sounds amazing. Like, I was
Well,
like,
say
what? No. Absolutely not.
I guarantee you, none of your stalkers listen to this podcast. I guarantee. He don't listen.
Oh my!
And he ain't a stalker
God.
anyway.
There's not only one of them.
They don't listen.
They definitely do.
You think so? You're nasty. I don't know. But yeah, no, like it'll be.
Yo,
like,
I don't come on pod. I don't talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah, you do got fans that'll like check for
no,
what
it's
you're
not
doing.
fans. Stop. Don't
They
talk
are
to people
fans.
like that. Don't talk. No.
Oh, now I can't talk about them like that.
Don't talk about them.
They're
Because
like,
then they're gonna
"Ooh,
think I supported that bullshit that you're saying. And I
It ain't bullshit. It ain't bullshit.
A
And
lot
she
of wild
laughing.
stuff has been said here. So
Yeah, we talking about a lot of shit,
this is
man.
gonna be a little
Fact of the
the
matter is-
wildest podcast.
No, people gotta love themselves, like Cass and all y'all was saying. Like, love yourself, bro. Don't. I
Love
make the
yourself.
light skin jokes because it's fun to me. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. There's a lot of, like, Josh is a hybrid. I don't consider him a light skinned Dominican nigga. I don't see him, but he's not light skinned to me. Josh is Josh. Josh is one of the most solid niggas that I know. However, a nigga that we went to college with, light skinned Corey.
shout out to Corey.
He call him Corey. I call him light skinned Corey because I have a dark skinned Corey and I have a light skinned Corey. Dark skinned Corey don't act like light skinned Corey. They're two different animals. One nigga more emo, the other nigga more like cool, down to earth. It's a real thing. And I attribute this all to the nigga who claiming that he wants to gracefully retire from rap. Aubrey Graham got a lot of these light-skinned niggas food. That's why women are mad. Because Aubrey out here, Marvin's Room, all of this bullshit. Oh, fuck that nigga that you love so bad. I know you still think about the times we had. This nigga literally telling you to cheat on your
Not just
boyfriend
light-skinned niggas,
with
though.
his light-skinned ass. There's a lot of niggas out here like Aubrey. A lot. Not saying that my friend light-skinned Corey is like that. And he'll hear this and he'll probably pull me aside and be like, oh, Wole, what the fuck? But I'll be like, yo, nigga, you know, he's getting better. He's creeping into hybrid mode like Josh. But that nigga very light-skinned. These niggas are emo. Their girl leave them tomorrow. They're going to be on the corner in front of a garbage pail that's on fire singing doo-wops to try to get her back.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus
Josh will
Christ.
never do that. He'll be like, all right, next. He'll be on this Ariana Grande nigga like, thank you, next. I don't got to worry about that with Josh. But some of these light-skinned niggas be like, ooh. You know what I mean? When I said Chris Brown is dark-skinned to me, he has a dark skin, man. He don't let shit affect him. Like,
Because he puts it in his music.
He's different. Yeah.
well, it's not even that. He paints, he dances, he sings.
That's how
He
he left it out.
he raises his babies. He does all this shit. And we get like, we tried to cancel him again because he's on a song with Chloe Bailey. Well, not we. Weak ass women who won't let 2009 go and forget that nigga was 18 and that Rihanna
Chris
was
Brown
19.
is not canceled to me.
Yo, listen.
Never.
Yeah, y'all
Never.
didn't see that? The new Chloe Bailey song, right? Last Friday, she posted a photo for the single.
I saw that.
Nigga, they were mad that she agreed to do a song with Chris Brown.
I didn't see that.
Because of the shit that he did with happened with Rihanna.
He's a woman
years
beater.
ago.
Why would she do that?
Let
How
it
dare she
fucking
do that?
go.
Chloe,
Like,
you know better. You don't need him. You are a queen. Your sister's a queen. We don't like Chris. I'm like, y'all bitches is sad.
sad beyond.
Sad.
Beyond.
This nigga Chris just dropped an album last year that was one of the best R&B albums in the last 5-6 years.
Yeah, it was really
Breezy.
dope. It was dope.
Fire. 24, 25 tracks.
Especially that WizKid joint.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's rare to in a track nowadays. 24, anything more than 18.
Yo, he's never dropped.
He went in.
Yo, in the last
there was
3
a lot
albums,
of dope joints on
he
it.
has not dropped anything that had less than 20 tracks. And that's another reason why I love him, because there's no filler.
Word.
All them shits is all them songs is fire. You can listen to it collectively as a one whole album, or you can pull shit out and be like, "Yo, fuck."
Man, it was working.
How?
Talk to us,
You
Emily.
seen him fucking shout out Rihanna after the Super Bowl?
You heard what he
like,
said. Go ahead, baby girl.
Come on, man. Like, how? You know she probably
think
beat
she
his ass too.
Yeah.
She both beat each
They
other's
no
ass.
problem.
She looked like she fucked his ass up.
They ain't no
She fucked
probably
her.
shit. They beat
There's-
each other up.
like-
If you watch, I watched the Oprah interview. She admitted.
I don't think he's
I
really
hit him
hitting
first.
Like that.
She admitted I hit him first. I was losing my fucking mind. I thought he was cheating with this hairstylist
matter, the
bitch.
man-
She's from the Caribbean. She's spicy. She got
fucked
all that
She's
that
shit.
nigga
Asian.
up. And he probably
Yeah,
pushed her.
she
It was
crazy.
like, yo, 'cause
She
No.
look crazy as hell.
Listen.
When's her birthday? Someone tell me when her
Oh my,
birthday
it
is.
don't
Little
even
crazy
matter.
Really
too.
do
Her
it
sign don't matter.
Yeah, please.
Her
find
sign don't
out.
matter. I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
Guys, what's the problem
Why is the problem with signs?
with zodiac signs? They
Like,
got
I'm
issues.
doing the research.
I
Why you
think
guys
y'all
be
really-
like, guys?
Oh, let's not
sorry.
do this. Oh, this, oh, that.
Wale, I guess.
I
Yes.
want to know her birthday,
Yeah.
just so I know the kind of
should've-
person she is.
She's a Cancer, I think.
No, she's not.
If she's not a Cancer, she's no, not at all.
It don't matter.
They're too sensitive.
That's the thing. Like that don't. Who gives a fuck? What matters is
When's
she
her
hit
birthday,
him
J
first.
Poppy?
I'm doing the research.
She hit him first.
I believe that.
If you watch the Netflix document, well, when it was on Netflix,
Yeah. Oh, you're right, because it got fucking taken off. I did
it was only
see
on
it
there for a month.
for like a. No,
But I
thought it was a
also
week
watched
for me.
it was on there for a month, and then I watched the Oprah interview, so I didn't need to watch the fucking documentary. She said there was a hairstylist that's
February 20th.
February 20th.
She's a Pisces.
There you go.
Ooh, just keep
Oh,
swimming.
she's on the cusp, though.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter.
The 19th is the cusp.
Just keep swimming.
It's the same cusp.
Yeah,
She's
it
a
is
full
the same
day
cusp.
over from the transition.
She, alright. She a little crazy.
No. That's
From
still
the
a
Aquarius
cusp.
to
Oh
Pisces,
my
she's already
God,
like
bro.
24-hour past.
Listen,
See
I'm
buckets.
born.
It's 24
Okay,
hours.
listen, J
24
Poppy.
hours is a long time.
No. The cusp is a good 5
Yes.
or 6 days.
Mhm.
Dead ass.
It is.
Listen, I'm
That's
born.
Are you a witch? Are you a witch?
First of all, I'm not even
Are you a
answering
witch?
you because why are you even
We
asking
don't
me
even
these
have
questions?
time.
Why are you even asking us
Wale,
these
shut
questions?
up.
No, I'm not asking you nothing.
Are you a witch? Are you a bruja?
Up.
There-
should be.
If you know anything about zodiac signs,
We don't.
Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm born July 21st,
What
which
does that
is
make
why
you?
I say I'm not just a Cancer. I also have Leo traits in me because the cusp is from
Yo.
the 19th to the 24th.
Yo.
So she's a cusp. She's Pisces and Aries cusp.
The PGP does not support or accept any
you
of
don't
Cassie's
understand
views
it. It's
on,
okay.
Look, what
I don't
I
want
just
to.
did. I just did a little quick research, and the cusp is.
Oh no,
supposed to-
she's actually
Googled this.
she's
3 days.
actually
I Google it.
What's the cusp?
Of the cusp
an
is
Aquarius
up to 3 days.
and Pisces
her
cusp.
point is value. Her point is value.
Aquarius and
3
Pisces
days.
cusp. Yeah, she's an
days.
Aquarius and Pisces cusp.
Listen,
3 days.
if you gonna sit there
It's
and
like 3 or 4
predicate
days.
how you
3
act
days. I
in
just
the
Googled.
real world,
You could
as
go.
an
I don't know
adult-
what site you're googling. You could be googling anything. Where are you getting
What
your
site is it
information
Google?
from?
Where are you getting your
Where are you
information
getting
from?
it?
Hold on.
Where are you
Am I
getting your
talking to you?
information?
Hold on,
Or
time
am I
out.
talking to J
Binge
Poppy?
is
Why are
up
you
You go
for
ahead.
chiming in?
You go ahead. You go ahead.
Like,
you talk to J Poppy.
3 days.
But where you
Like,
getting your information
What's that
from?
website you're getting it from?
All of them today.
I need a works cited
Yo,
page
but
from
it
your
doesn't
shit too.
matter.
Tyra,
Like, the internet. We already know.
No name
Wikipedia.
websites that have no credibility. Okay.
And your word's supposed to have credibility. Why? Where's your bibliography at?
All right.
Can I see the works cited?
Why can't she fucking be? Oh, no.
Cusp.
I'm just saying.
If you put in
I
your
disagree to your point about yes.
he
It-
gave it to you.
No, at first you didn't agree. Now
Then he
you
looked it up.
I did the
agreed.
research.
He said it wasn't
Now
5 days.
you agreed. Yes.
Oh,
because
my
it's
God.
3
But I
days.
know exactly what I'm talking
'Cause to me,
about.
it's
She
just 24
is a
hours.
cusp. I'm July 21st. I'm born on the cusp of Cancer and
Then
Leo.
I'm in the cusp of both Virgo and Libra because I'm the 23rd. And the 23rd is the first
Okay,
day
yeah, I'm
of
not
Libra.
debating that.
But
Okay,
all right, I
no,
just
wait.
learned something new.
Okay, good.
But why are you so defensive right now?
Because you guys are coming at me. What are you talking about?
It's not. It's
Like,
not.
what?
I did the research.
It's just him.
Whoa!
I just wanted.
I am the podcast nemesis.
I
It's
just
you.
wanted
I wear that.
I want to double check.
Yeah.
Go right ahead. Do your checks.
Fact check. those
Fact
videos.
What's
check
crazy,
all you
guys,
want.
is that she came at your whole life.
God
And
damn.
I
didn't give
definitely
us,
didn't,
She
but
gave us
you-
no
you-
websites
If
to
you
back
want
up.
it, because
her
I
cos-
already know I'm.
already know from what? From who?
Experience,
What doctor? What
spiritual-
scientist?
But like
spiritual
you
search.
said, I
Have
wasn't
you ever
wrong.
been in a
So,
spiritual-
anyways,
But he looked it up at astrology.com.
I
can
no,
run
he
that.
didn't.
I just did a general search and a many
What are you talking
website
about?
aligned with.
Why
3
does that
days.
matter so much to you?
It doesn't. What are you talking about?
Why does the astrology thing matter so much
It's
to you?
important to you.
It's not important to me, but I do think that there are valid characteristic traits for people that are born around the same time. Yes,
Okay. Why?
because to me that there is it's true. Like to me, there are valid compatible like characteristics of like similar people that are born around the same time.
Universe.
So,
too many,
They're like
too many of that.
you're compatible with certain signs. If you look at your parents, if you look at their birth dates, if you tell me their birth dates, I'll say, okay, that makes sense. My mom is a Libra. My father is a Gemini. They're both air signs. That makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Why that they would get together, that why they would click,
Compatible.
why they would be compatible.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying?
What if one was Earth and the other one was air? Then what? Does it not make sense? That's the thing that I'm trying to like poke holes in. 'Cause
When's
it just,
your parents' birthdays? Tell me.
I don't fucking know, nigga.
You know your mother's birthday. Stop.
I ain't gonna put my mama birthday on the pod.
Why does it matter?
'Cause
Do you
it's
know
my
your
mama.
mother's sign? Do you know what sign she is?
I know what sign she is.
Can she,
I know.
can you
what
share
sign
that
is she?
information?
My dad's a Cancer. My mom's a Virgo. Do they match? Tell
That
her.
does make sense.
Yes, here she go.
Because
Water
earth
signs.
signs and water signs do click.
The Cancer needed
And
the
then
Virgo.
fire signs and air
The
signs
Cancer
click.
needed the Virgo.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
You niggas is crazy. What if I just lied and my dad?
And that's how, yo, you know what's funny? I was about to say that next. I was like, he probably
Maybe
just
you
lied.
did lie. I don't know.
100%
But-
lied.
But
My best
But you
friend
see
is
what
a
I mean?
Taurus.
It doesn't
She's
matter.
an earth sign. I'm a Cancer. I'm technically a water sign, even though I'm born on the cusp. But yes, so,
And so
that
y'all-
makes sense. We
for
click.
me,
If you look up Taurus and
What are you?
Cancers,
I'm a fire sign. So all my friends
What is
earth
that?
signs.
which month?
Are you a
though?
Leo?
What-
December 17th.
Oh, you're a Sag.
Leo, so I'm
Okay,
a Sag.
a
So
fiery Sag.
yeah, so
Lied.
Got it.
all my
Oh,
closest
the twins are Sag too.
What
is it
twins?
My
His
twin
sisters.
Oh, okay.
okay, so
Yeah, they're
but
the
my
25th of
closest
November.
friends are literally Earth and like Virgo and
Oh,
like
so
niggas
we-
are gonna check
we,
me. Like,
we have to be best friends then. Oh my god, like
Hopefully, by
Then
the
you
end of
said
the
so.
we
episode.
have,
Your
we, we're
best friends
probably
are
connect,
Earth
we, have,
signs.
we probably have a lot of similarities.
Hopefully, by the end of
The
the
thing is,
episode.
Yeah,
that the thing
the
is
moon-
that the
the-
similarities, like
There are
of
similarities.
of the signs. Like, yo, we probably walk the same fucking. We probably work the same
my nigga,
path. We
is
probably
it,
want
could
the
it be
same thing.
because we're human and human beings have similarities off top anyway? You know what I mean?
Until I met a Capricorn.
Huh?
Until I met a Capricorn.
Oh my
Nigga,
god.
absolutely.
Oh lord.
So
All right, we're getting off this. I hate
so if you
this
want to
shit,
talk about
man.
astrology, we're gonna have to talk about a lot. So if
No,
you
I don't
want
want to talk about none of this shit, man.
He don't like any of this shit.
He don't.
He don't. He
This
hates
astrology
it.
shit
He's not
is
a fan.
so
All the time.
dumb,
He thinks
bro.
it's like all made up, but it's not.
It is.
It's not.
You niggas don't know one astrologist that confirmed any of this for you, but somehow you know because
Astrology is definitely real.
So if I get real deep,
where the stars,
the
line
stars
up,
are real.
none of you niggas really.
Constellations
the
are real.
universe is real.
So if I get real
the stars are real. When the time you're born is real. That
Yeah,
all
because
plays
that's
a
when you were
part
born.
in some of the characteristics
So you don't believe in like
that you
different
have as a
dimensions?
person.
You don't believe in all of that?
I believe in all of that.
So how the hell do you not believe in
I
astrology?
don't believe that if 7,000 people were born on the same day, that they're gonna have similar personalities, nigga. Like, especially when they're in their 30s. As
What
an
is that
adult.
show on Netflix?
Why don't you
Seventh
think that they
Sense?
would have similar
you seen it?
personalities?
Why would they? Because it literally, education literally
Yo.
debunks that dumb shit. It's stupid. It's
How many
dumb.
times have you seen somebody who's like, oh, you remind me of somebody I met, or you look like somebody I know?
Like 3, my whole life. Now what?
There's
For
a
you, it
problem.
might have been
a lot of
15.
people say that I look like someone they know.
Thank you. And you can say, I have 5.
I look,
have 5
I look
people
like
that
Eddie Murphy
literally-
when I was a kid. And that, I'm not his son. I make the joke that I'm his son, but I don't know that nigga.
Who?
And Eddie Murphy was born in April. I was born in May. He's a fucking Aries. I'm a Taurus. We don't get along. Like,
Oh, so now you know the whole.
Why don't y'all get along?
Oh,
What do
so now
mean?
you know why you don't get along.
According to that nonsense, we're not supposed to get along. That
She
could be the
just
reason.
said that she's a fire sign
And she
gets
have
along
friends
with
with
earth
earth
signs. You're earth sign,
I don't-
and that's a fire sign.
I don't believe in any of it. I don't. Let's talk about equity and equality because y'all getting on my
we can
last
talk about
nerve.
it. That's all right. I'm sorry I make you guys upset about the
You
zodiac
don't have to
sign
apologize.
and astrology.
Upset.
I
I
do-
just wanted to double fact check you. That's all.
okay.
And I just need,
That's
I need,
okay.
I
Because in
need
my
a works
mind,
cited
24
page.
hours is good enough for you to be a whole different sign.
No,
But
no.
it's 3 days. It takes
Listen,
3 days.
I'm a cusp, so I have cancer
You say
traits.
cuss one more time. We go.
I'm a cusp.
CUSP. Spell it out.
What's gonna happen if I say it one
I'm
more
about
time?
to stand up.
Go right ahead. Walk out. If you
No,
want.
no.
Stretch it out. Stretch it out.
I'm gonna put hands. I can't. I'm hurt. I'm injured. You missed that part.
Oh
I
yeah,
have a bruised
he's
thigh.
hurt. He fell down
I
the
have
stairs.
a bruised thigh, so I can't fight nobody. But next week, if I'm
Liquid
healed,
spill.
you already know.
Listen, you don't want it, but anyway,
I'll dunk on you. I don't care how tall you are.
you'll
Never-
dunk on me. Never in life.
Never in life.
Let me take these nails off.
You can't hoop no more.
Can you?
You don't think I can
You
hoop? You don't
can't-
think I can do a layup all in your face?
No.
Definitely
this
can.
energy.
Definitely can.
Bust your ass, Cass.
All right, let's
We're going,
do it.
yo, pregame pod, first ever one-on-one tournament.
Let's do it.
Can we just do the vacation first and then the one-on-one tournament? Like, why are we?
No,
always
because
going-
we got to go to vacation
Let's do
during
it.
her.
I'm
I wanna
ready
go on
because he got a
vacation,
lot of shit and I'm
then
done.
we worry about the
I'm
competitive
fucking
side.
done.
We got to
I'm
go to
done.
vacation for her. Was it Capricorn birthday? Cancer birthday? Whatever that shit is.
Whatever you want to call it.
Gemini.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. We're
moving on
equity
because
and equality. What's the
Equity.
difference and why? Equity and equality. What is the difference between the two and why? Huh?
Somebody else can say it first. I wrote a
Okay.
nice little note for
What
this,
is the difference
actually.
between equity and equality, and why are both of those things important?
Equality means each individual or group of people is given the same resource or opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Equity recognizes that each person have different circumstance and allocates that exact resource and opportunity needed to reach the equal outcome.
Okay.
that makes sense.
Equality is for white people.
If you're white, your credit score is already 750 from the day that you were born.
Tell
Yeah,
us.
thank you. Equality, we already know that.
Okay.
Come on, there's a
It goes hand
criteria.
in
There's
hand
a
with
whole
colorism.
We
thing.
can't assume that our listeners know.
We
35
already
li-
know. I'm not gonna say here that we're gonna do that, but we already know.
You already know.
White
You already know?
supremacists. Equality is for white people. Equity is for putting people. Literally, that people want to put shit in place for us to know how to get that dollar.
We feel like we're all equal. Like we all receive the same equal benefit, but there is a group like we mentioned that definitely get like that special leap. You know,
White people.
they get that jump ahead of the game that us, Black, Latinos, Asians, we got to hustle hard. We have to hustle real hard in order to reach that same level that they're in, which is, to me, that's not unfair, but
We gotta
that's
have a
life.
friend or an investor or whatever it is that reaches that point. But yeah,
We got to go to North Providence to shake hand with Rob and Tom in order to be able to get
Mhm.
familiarized
I've
and be
been there.
known. It's sad. Like it's surprised to me that in North Providence there's more like majority is white, but then also there's a lot of like Black and Latino who move from Broad Street, from Cranston, to be in those type of surroundings just so they could have better opportunity when they could have some type of the same opportunity here in Providence. That's mind blowing.
usually they do that for their kids.
Mm-hmm.
What I've noticed is that a lot of people move from where they're at for their kids. Like it's so sad. Like you can't even.
Is it sad or is it like what they worked their ass off to get? Because
Why can't Providence be that? What North Providence is?
school system's trash.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sure is.
That's
Exactly
why.
my point.
But
Who runs it?
That's why. I'm just telling
Exactly.
you that's why. The new chief of police, right? I interviewed him a year and a half ago for a major position that he was going to get anyway because that whole interview process was rigged. But the new chief of police, Colonel Oscar Perez, Chief Oscar Perez, I can say his name because he's a public figure. Ain't no issues, ain't no drama. Interviewed him, and he had a really touching moment that I thought he put a little sauce on, but I appreciated it regardless because it let me know that even though he wears the badge and he's been a cop for like 20 years, niggas don't give a fuck, nigga. You still Mexican. And so he shared a moment during the largest protest in Rhode Island's history that happened during COVID, where he was at a barricade and it was a bunch of students, high school kids, that started from downtown and was, charging and marching up past the mall. And they called these cops and these military National Guard motherfuckers every name in the book. And they saw him giving orders to the officers. And it was like, you fucking sellout, you sellout spick, you this and that, going in on him. I'm talking like 9th, 10th, 11th graders. No seniors in sight. All these kids were like 14 to 16 years old. And he's sharing this story with us in this interview. And he starts crying because he's like, I came to this country from Mexico, from blah, 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 Mexico. And my wife, she stuck with me when I was in the academy, giving us the sob story, right? And he told us that he moved to Coventry so his kids could have a better education. I'm just like, your family live in Coventry.
Mm-hmm.
You're a Providence cop. You work in a capital city.
Mm-hmm.
Your entire family has been in Coventry since your second or third year on the job.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck can you still even claim that you are truly brown if that is the lifestyle that you have given to your family? Now, I'm not upset that you moved to Coventry so your kids can have the education. However, I am hip and hyped to the fact that they don't even really know what being Mexican really looks like because they've been in Coventry their whole fucking life.
Unless if they go, visit
and if
family.
White children grow up on that same street and see these little brown kids running around, at some point, little Oscar.
Unless if you marry a white woman or a light skinned individual.
his wife is also Latina.
But
you know what I mean?
But is she like me or is she like?
She lighter than him.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
She lighter than him.
So the kid's gonna have the impression that they're white as well because
100%.
Because of Coventry.
Well, no, yeah, like you said, because of like where they grow up. It is what it is.
Pour a shot for me. I feel like I'm drinking the whole bottle. I'm gonna have to come over here next time with a bottle.
You're good.
No, you're good.
Nope.
You're good.
You're fantastic. And that just
Can we smoke in here?
Sorry, according to the rules, no.
No,
Damn, I can't go get the gas. What's that?
No, Candy's coming out.
No, I'm not. I'm just literally just being me.
That was just fascinating to me. Like they called you a spick, they called you a sellout, and you went immediately to like, I came to this country for better opportunities. I moved my family to the whitest place that I could think of for safety and so they could have a good education. And I'm like, yo, bro, you did it backwards. You stay in Providence. Like you said, you stay in Providence. You let them go to Asa Mesa. You let them go to Mary E. Fogarty. You let them go to Gilbert Stewart. You let them go to fucking Nathaniel Green, Nathan Bishop. You let them go to the local schools, nigga. You let them go to Mount, Central, Classical. That way, you are telling me that you forced your kids to thug that shit out. Because the life that you lived ain't even
close.
The
kids are not really experienced the struggle. You know what I'm saying?
You had your parents literally sacrificed everything to bring your black ass here, your brown ass here. They sacrificed everything. And then you said, you know what? I'm going to make sure my kids don't sacrifice shit. I'm going to give them every advantage. Nah, if I, like, yo, bro, my kids aren't going to, if I ever have kids, and I won't, but if I did, no cell phones. I don't want children. I'm not even getting married. I don't want none of that shit.
I believe the whole marriage thing, but like, damn kids.
I don't want no babies. But if I did, right? No cell phones, no tablets, none of that shit. You're going to read. I don't give a fuck how many times your friends pull out their iPhone. None of that shit. You're going to read. You're going to read every book that's bought for you in your little library, nigga. And you're going to thug it out in the worst schools. But I'm going to educate you at home with your mom and maybe your tutor so you stand out. Because it's way more impressive of a story to come from where all the schools are bad than to be one of 350 coming out of Coventry High and getting a scholarship because you're the person that has the most melanin, which ain't shit if you out here looking like Sammy Sosa. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't mean shit because you're going to spend the rest of your life as a token and you're not going to have a real smack in the face to understand that you brown unless you meet an authority figure that tells your bitch ass otherwise. Because you're not, no person of color, this is what I don't like about colorism, right? It sets people up for failure. When we talk about equity versus equality, my therapist said something to me that I'll never forget, and it was the best example. A lot of the common example is like the baseball game. There's an adult male who can see over the fence, no problem. Then there's the one crate for the little boy who's like a preteen, and he can see over the gate just barely. It's right at his neck. And then they give 2 crates for the really little boy, but he's still looking at the fence. He can't see over so that's equity versus equality, right? My therapist told me something last month that had me like tripping. He was like, I do this equity equality exercise in my class when I'm working with these kids that are incarcerated, these kids in the training school or whatever, where I'll write something on the blackboard or I'll write something on the chalkboard and I'll ask somebody in the back to read it, but I'll write it real small, like an eye exam, right? Kid in the back, they can see it, but they don't really know what the words are. Like they can't read it. They can see it though. They can see it though. Then I'll ask somebody in the front of the classroom to read that bitch. They'll read it. Wow, no problem. And he's like, that's the difference between equality and equity. Equality is we can all see that I wrote on the board. Person in the back of the class, because of the font that I used and how small I wrote, they can't necessarily read what I'm talking about. So how can they have the same access of opportunity than, oh boy, that sits right in the front, 5 rows before the nigga in the back? And then he said,
black in the back.
And then he said, let me do this. He wrote something else on there. Actually, he had called a student up. Student wrote something on the board. He looked at it. He read it right up and close and personal on the board. He read that shit. Then he walked to the back of the room. He asked the kid that was sitting in the middle, can you read, can you read what was just read or whatever, or what was just wrote? Kid read it. He took his glasses off. He was like, I don't know what that's, it's all a blur to me. And then he was like, yeah, that we all can see this shit. As soon as I take my glasses off, my glasses allow me the equity that I need to be able to read the way that you guys read without glasses. But as soon as I take these glasses off, I can't read anymore because my vision is blurry. I can see, I know there's something on the board, but I don't know what it is. It's not legible to me. To you all it is. And that is the difference between equality and equity. And I was like, nigga, you cooking with grease right now. What's wrong with you, Dr. Booth? I was like, what the fuck? He said, you in the front, read this. Kid read it, no problem. You in the back, erased it, wrote something different. Kid could see all the letters. Kid could see something's on the board. Couldn't read it. Full sentence. And he was like, that's equality.
That's what I said. White people.
Equity is the kid in the back being able to sit right next to the kid in the front. That's equity. Equal access to opportunity. I'm like, yo, you just did something. You just did something. Because everyone sees that stupid baseball game fence shit, and that's simple enough. But like, when you're working with kids who don't get it or who need other examples of how to understand just how fucked up this shit is, it's like, all right, there's 15 of y'all in the room. All 15 of y'all are locked up. That's equity. Because however y'all grew up, y'all all had the same percentage of opportunity to be sitting in this fucking classroom that's inside of a prison designed for juveniles. Now, when I write something on the board in small font, the kids with the glasses, If I ask you to take your glasses off, you can't read that shit no more. But all the kids that got 20/20 vision, y'all are good. And that's lack of equity. And I'm just like, yo, what is going on here? And it's that simple. When you break it down like that, you start to understand, like, yo, there's a lot of things that are fucked up out here.
There is.
You look at healthcare, you look at whatever, jobs, nigga, like.
Especially health.
Yeah, healthcare for first. Like, not even for first. Like, you can't have a certain amount of healthcare if you make a certain amount of money. Mm-hmm. Because if you do make a certain amount of money, that means that you can pay a higher copay. And even if you do make under the threshold of what you're supposed to make, you're going to pay a copay anyway, even though that might be your groceries for the week.
And even though I could take care of a whole family of 10.
Crazy.
Even though. In Canada, no healthcare.
If you're young enough and make more than 35 grand, you will be denied access to a healthcare plan in this country. You will be denied. I have a colleague that's 25. She was denied. She tried to apply for Health Source, Rhode Island. That's like the Obamacare shit. That's still lit. She was denied because she makes too much money.
She made $35,000.
She was denied.
Year. My sister
because
was denied.
Here's the thing. Here's my theory as to why she was denied. Because in the state of Rhode Island, up until age 26, you can still be still eligible to be on your
parents' plan. That's true.
And because she's not on her parents' shit, they're not gonna give her a fucking
most of our parents don't even have
policy.
Insurance.
They're not gonna give her a policy because if they give her a policy, now they're gonna charge her $200 which I paid for.
And she was the household of one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
and that is again equity versus equality. Because if she didn't have a fucking job and she was just a 25-year-old single person,
she would be approved. That's
she
true.
might not have got as much as a 25-year-old single woman with 2 children or 1 child, but she would have been approved. But because she works, they're like, nah, you got to pay us something. $125 a month, $150. We got to take something from you a month in order to let you go to the hospital and get a checkup if you fuck around and bruise your thigh or some shit. That shit's crazy. Crazy.
True that.
So anyway, I
Unless
just want
to have a kid. Either one.
Listen, you get taken care of by this government better if you're single with children and unmarried,
right,
with no property, no investments, no nothing.
Truth.
Than if you have all of those things.
Facts.
And then niggas is like, oh, getting married, partnership, build wealth. No, nigga. You can build wealth on your own. You just got to learn how to work this system. Motherfuckers don't know how to invest. They don't know how to buy property. They don't know how to pay back loans. They were never taught any of that shit. They don't know that credit is built over time, and it doesn't matter
and
if you owe.
And it's also bullshit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like if you owe $50K and I pay that,
bullshit.
You can owe $50K over 10 years. You pay that shit tomorrow, and your shit is at 0. Guess what? You still can't take out a loan until about 2-3 years later because you got to build your credit score back up.
Right.
Sometimes.
Maturity.
That shit's crazy.
It is.
So it doesn't matter. Regardless, you better off selling coke. I want to be Avon Barksdale, nigga. Shit. But I'm afraid of jail.
I don't like jail.
I'm afraid of prison.
I don't like jail either.
Anyway, I had to get that off my chest because it's
fine.
There's a lot of people that don't understand the difference between equality and equity. Opportunity, what that looks like. Access to it versus here's an opportunity. Because somebody can hand you something and you might not take it because you don't fucking know
what to do with it.
And so the issue doesn't become, it's not an issue of access now. It's an issue of capability. Because nobody in your life, no adult in your life has taught you that if somebody says, if I ask somebody, what are your skills? What do you like to do? You need a job, right? What do you like? Oh, I want to learn how to be a mixologist. I want to bartend. I'm like, oh, that's dope. I bet. I know a friend that can get you tip certified, and he's a teacher at Rhode Island Bartending Academy, whatever. I passed that email off to you. A year later, I come to check in. You never emailed that person. Why? Because you didn't know how to email the motherfucker and be like, yo, Wole, give me your shit and whatever. Like, I want to learn how to. It'd be that simple. I connect people to jobs all the time that they never take because they're afraid to reach out to the person unless I do it with them or for them. And it's like, dog, you're 28. I don't have time to hold your hand. I am the plug. for jobs. So you ask me, I'm gonna show you exactly where you go. I will drive you to the building. I will unlock the door, get out, and go ask for Scott and tell Scott Wole sent you. He'll know exactly what it is. And niggas will get out of the car, and I think everything's good. They'll get back in the car. And what they did when they went in the building, they sat in the lobby for 10 minutes and waited long enough to make it feel like they did some shit. And then they got back in my car and I said, how did everything go? Hey, straight, yo, good luck. And I'll take them home. Year later, they're still, not even 2 months later, they're still broke, unemployed. How? Yo, I got nervous. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to disappoint you. Well, I'm not going to do it for you again. Because everybody gets one try with me. I'll help you once. Once, nigga. That's it. That is it. And again, like, equality versus equity. The niggas who know, who are ready, who really want it, will do it. The motherfuckers who want handholders, they'll never do it.
Right.
That's why they stay where they're at.
Right.
They've been in the same spot since 2017, my nigga. Huh?
I was just saying, as I said, white people, and that's it.
It's crazy, bro.
I hear you, Wale. I really do. But one thing that just come to mind, like you explaining it the way how you did very well, is just the fact is, you know, some people just don't got that same foundation. You know, some people don't have that same opportunity.
It's a fact.
To be able to, like you said, simple email. Email etiquette is like something so simplified, but yet many of us have to go to like CTRI in order to take a class on that shit. You know.
Shout out to CTRI, man.
It's sad that, you know, like the most that we could do to improve our generation, because we're always talking about the generation and how it could be better. It's like we gotta like seriously focus on our leaders, focus on like, you know, our city and figure out how we could help these young kids out, because like me sitting down for 10 minutes, I'm wasting your time, I'm wasting my time, I'm wasting whoever's time I was supposed to meet. And to me, time is value. That's the most precious thing in this world.
True. That's
like
true.
money come and go. Let's be honest. We all made money, we lost money, we've been in the red and we've been in the 1,000. We all experienced that. But time though, we can never get that shit back. And it's sad that like most of us were put in position that the education did not teach us these things. They did not believe in us. They only wanted us to pass through this process in order for them to just put a number on the board and be like, yeah,
meet that quota.
Meet these groups. Boom, 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 boom. We did that. But how many really acknowledged process, took advantage of that? Many of us had to like compete in order for us to go to enter classical, like that classical exam. How many of us had to wake up early that Saturday morning just so we could get into this one school that majority was white, and everybody else was like 20, like 80% was like white, and everybody else was like black and Latino and Asian.
Right.
It's like, yo, it's like we had to compete compared to other people, and that's something that people like. I just want our listeners to really comprehend is like, if you have a child, like Wale said, like he's not gonna have kids, but if you have a child, please invest in them. Please teach them the stuff that you know damn well. These public schools, especially in Providence, because that's me. I'm Providence built through and through.
Where did you go to high school?
Elementary school, I went to RG Laurel on West Broadway. Yep. Gilbert Stewart for middle school, which was one of the worst experience of my life.
Yeah.
Really?
Gilbert Stewart was terrible.
When I say Gilbert Stewart gave me of a cultural shock, because like you see my skin complexion, right? In my mind, I always thought I was like light skinned until I went to Gilbert Stewart, and that was like a cultural shock for me. Like I went through things that I was like, yo, what the fuck? That was my wake up call. And then I went to Mount Pleasant for high school, and that's where I really tried to take advantage of like the small little thing, College Crusade, the business class, computer literature, whatever. Even though they had like the smallest group of people, I tried to take as much as I could, because I know that in English class, math class, history class, those teachers, they didn't give a fuck. They only was there for a check, just to like babysit me and make sure I was doing okay. So parents, really, if you have a child here, you know what I'm saying, in a tough area, invest in them, tutor them, find a tutor, find a big brother, big sister program, help them not only be part of the, you know, equality, but also try to earn some equity too in the near future. Because honestly, you know, I don't.
You can't leave it up to the public school system.
You can't.
You can't.
It's sad that our parents are part of a process that they have to work more than 40 hours out of their own homes in the week to try to meet ends meet. And now with rent and everything being so high, it takes two people that they don't even fuck with in order to try to survive. And then when they're out of the house, who's raising the kids?
The streets.
The street, the internet, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Street, internet, social environment.
Whatever's catching those kids' mind, that's what it is.
That's so true.
And that's the sad part. That's the sad part about this system that we're in. So, you know, it's tough, but I believe parents, if you hear me loud and clear, it's worth it. Invest in your kids so that way you don't have to, like what she said, like try and get her family to a better wealth and break that generation brokenness and all that shit. Like, that's real talk.
You invest in your kids, but at the same time, you teach them real world values and things that they need.
100%.
After high school. Like, even though, you know, my mom, she worked 16 hours a day to put us all through Catholic school. You know what I mean? She paid for our education, but she wasn't there. You get what I'm saying?
I was just about to
You
say
have
that.
to be
You have
there.
to be there.
You get what I'm saying?
Invest in your child.
And that's my mom always regretted that. She always regretted that she worked 16 hours every day to put us through school, but she wasn't there to actually like teach us certain things that we needed after high school. You get what I'm saying? Or she felt like, you know, we would be closer as a family if she was there and she didn't have to work 16 hours a day. You know what I mean? She was a single mom. She got married to my stepfather later on when I was like a little bit older, but you know, he didn't really teach us anything. He didn't really give a fuck. But I feel like you have to be in your kid's life. Like you have to really like teach them things. You have to invest in them, not just like financially with their school that they go to, but actually teach them real world stuff. You know what I mean? And how to carry themselves when they go to college and things like that.
Especially as a mom.
That's from my perspective.
Well said.
Thank you for sharing.
Especially as a mom, like she said, invest in your kid. Like check in on your kid. Make sure they're doing good. Make sure they know what's right from wrong. Like they're learning. We don't know nothing. Our parents been here for who knows how long, but they're so stuck on just protecting us. They don't even want to tell us what they went through.
Exactly.
That it's so annoying because we're like battling with them. Like, yo, just tell us what it is. And I'm like, because that's gonna teach us how to really walk around this earth. But
yeah,
our generation, like our parents, is very different. They don't want to tell
very
us nothing.
Different. Yeah.
They don't want to tell us nothing. They literally just be like, work and just that's it.
That's
what you're saying.
Do I have emotions?
No, but what you're saying is facts. What you're saying is 100% valid. Because the one thing I deal with on a daily basis is that I take care of my little sister. She's adopted, and she used to live with my mom, not anymore. And because they had that generation clash. What she doesn't understand.
And I hold on, before that generation clash, how old was she when they had it?
What? Like
the clash.
It was recent. It was like a couple of years ago.
How old is she now?
She's 19 now.
So it was like high school age, right?
Yeah.
She was
high school. 15, before she graduated high school. Like there's always that generation clash. What she doesn't understand, what I do, because you know she's my mother, is that when mommy came here, mommy only had one thing in mind: survival. Gotta work, gotta do what I gotta do to be able to meet ends meet, go to church, whatever her routine is. That's all she knows. I'm followed by her. I'm learning that from her fundamental, I'm supposed to level that up and be able to have a college degree, because she was not able to do that back in her country. She was only able to do high school, and that's it. She never went to college. I was supposed to go to college. Fortunately, I was stubborn. Luckily, my little brother Neff, he's on his way to getting his master. You see what I'm saying? So it's like our parents were like the starting stone for us to be able to build up from that. And my little sister, unfortunately, she gets it, but she doesn't get it because kids always Gen X. I swear to God, I want to punch them sometimes. and like
I don't even. I trust me. I know how you feel.
Gen X be like, yeah, I know everything. Like, shut the fuck up. You don't. All
You
right?
don't.
Because if you do, you will understand that. And her mindset is built different. It's wired different than what you are. You are now programmed with more education, more information.
Because we have more access to information than they did back in the day. There was no internet.
But they're lacking the fundamental of what our parents had, which was the more of the value, the value of a dollar. All of that they don't understand because all they have is just information, but they don't practice it.
Right.
So our older generation have a lot of practice, but not a lot of information. But this new generation coming up have all the information, but they're not even practicing shit. So it's like everything is like way off balance, and it's like you guys got to understand, you guys could live in a balanced world, but if you just learn how to communicate, and that's the hard part. And most of us don't even have that type of flexibility to build that. You know what I'm saying? Most of us just got to be like, all right, shut the fuck up, do what we got to do, and that's it. That's how I was raised. But I'm raising my little sister much different, be like, you have this information, now put it into practice. Go out there, put yourself out there, earn your dollar, work yourself up. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's a lot different. It's a lot different. So that's what I really got from your point. It's just like every generation is just wired differently, and if we don't really approach it, man, you're gonna be.
Yeah. Well said, Josh. Well said. You can't force people to learn or do. You just can't. You just can't. In Gen Z, it's a very, for lack of, they're a very complacent generation. I won't say lazy. They're very complacent. Because a lot of things that we had to fight for and that we had to learn, it's given to them. They come out the womb and they have access to tablets. You got 1-year-olds that are learning how their ABCs on a tablet, nigga. 15, 20 years ago, a parent had to sit down with a book, open it, A, apple, apricots, whatever.
Right. It's a different
Turn the
time.
page, B, banana.
Right.
We had a
Bus.
bookshelf with Wikipedia and a encyclopedia and all that shit.
Right.
Listen,
Legit.
we were writing in Wikipedia. We were making Wikipedia.
Literally.
That's why I said the American language is bullshit.
Yeah.
But these
'Cause we
kids,
were making
they
shit
got
up.
everything is screens, man. Everything is screens, and there's a lot of parents who have kids young
It makes
who
it
don't have the
easier.
patience, who don't have the skill set, and they let the internet and YouTube kids and Netflix and Coco Melon and
Nah, but these kids
Dr.
are
I
Stuff
think
is-
these
Nah,
kids are actually
smart
born
as
smarter
fuck.
than we were.
Yeah,
though.
hell yeah, yo. These
It
kids
feels that way.
It's almost like evolution. Like
I love it.
It
I look
feels
at
that
my
I
way.
love
niece.
it. If I
It's
could
not. That's
fucking
not
fund
true
it,
at all. It's not
My
true at all.
niece
I could
is
fund it, I'm love it.
extremely smart.
my niece knows Chinese in the age 11.
Extremely smart. She
That's
can
what's
work
up.
technology. You
I
get
know
what I'm
fucking
saying?
Spanish and English. Like,
I feel like evolution. These kids are born smarter than we
Yeah.
were.
They're not born smarter. It's the tech.
It's
It's
it
the
is.
tech. It's the
No,
access
no,
to
no,
the
no.
tech.
Actually,
Like
come on.
if somebody put a tablet in front of you at 1 year old and that shit spoke Spanish to you every day for a year, you'd be fluent in Spanish.
Come on.
Period.
I'm gonna send it to you. There was this one kid that was taking a multiple test online.
A multiple test on what? Multiple languages?
No, he's what is he? I think he was 5th grade.
Okay.
And they
He
had
was
to
taking
do-
like a multi-choice?
Yeah, multi-choice test online. And he discovered how to code it to give him the right answer.
What do you
Oh
mean?
damn! How
Like
did he
by-
code it?
Yeah.
Like how the questions are organized?
Yeah.
So literally, he broke into the whole system, figured out the
He
coding.
hacked it.
Yes, he figured out because you're teaching these kids coding now. Remember, in
Right.
Texas, it's
Yeah,
free.
that's true.
It's fucking free over there in Texas.
To
Teaching
learn
kids
how to
hack these
code?
shit. Yes, to learn how to code. So he learned how to make sure that how to get the right answer. He's like, "Oh, you just hover. I'm gonna send this shit to you. You would just hover off. This is how you figure out the right answer." I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
we built that shit for them, though.
No,
You
we
have to
did.
understand that.
We
And
had
we want
we
this.
had to
I
crawl
want
so
the
these
smart
little
house.
niggas can walk, but they gotta understand. You gotta know how to crawl too a little bit.
And the thing about
bust
They
both
not
of your
crawling
knees.
anymore.
That's
Them
crashing.
niggas
But
That's
something
is
that
flying.
crashing, though.
But what's
They're
something
flying.
that Cassie K said is like, yes, they're smarter, but they're not getting that street experience either.
Hell no.
They're not
We
getting
coming.
it. That's what we got the
We
best of
coming.
both worlds.
Yeah.
Like
We got real world experience. They're not gonna get that.
No.
We
Because
have a
every
challenge,
employer
too.
thinks that they're lazy.
But we have to be challenged too. These kids, when we were young, can you tell me what the fuck to do? If you want my mom, if you want my dad, couldn't tell me what to do.
If I was my mom told me what to do all the time, and I did it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, in terms of schoolwork, no, because my mom had a job. She had to focus on that, keeping a roof over the head.
Schoolwork. Remember, we had to be in before the sun,
the
light came out.
These kids be doing whatever they want.
We had like.
I watched 13 Reasons Why. These motherfuckers can go to the taco spot on a Wednesday at 10:30
nigga,
and drive there. What, nigga? I was on the bike. I was walking if I didn't have my bike.
Though?
High school.
No, I was driving in high school.
You had a car in 11th grade.
Yeah, my girl had
10th grade.
Shout out to Millie.
At 11th.
10th
No,
grade.
not 10th grade.
10th grade.
11th and 12th grade.
Spot?
I was driving. Yeah.
Nah, my girl had a car in 10th grade.
Nigga, I was on the
we
bus.
had an extra.
Yeah, we was different.
I was actually driving
we
a
was
van.
like, how
on the
can we
bus.
get there faster? That was us. How
Dead
can we
ass.
get
My
there
mom,
faster?
she bought a new truck. She bought an Infinity. We had a leftover family van. My sister went to school out of state. My older sister. So nobody was driving that van.
So you took
And
it
my
over.
mom let me drive it on a permit. Dead ass. From Providence,
Cassie said,
Chalkstone Avenue.
I'll make this sacrifice
Mount
for
Pleasant
the family.
Avenue to St. Ray's in Pawtucket. Dead ass. Because I was taking a fucking city bus
So was I.
to St. Ray's every day in Pawtucket.
Ripta
from
was great.
I'm not
Providence.
even eligible for the city bus. I live.
How wasn't you eligible?
You live too close.
I was 2 miles.
Oh,
Nearly
they
2
wanted you to
miles,
walk?
and I had to walk that big ass hill
You
in
have
order to go to Mount Pleasant
The
High School.
stupid rule was you needed 2.3 miles or some dumb shit.
That's the
He
dumbest
was
shit.
0.3
Oh, so you
miles
probably
off.
lived in my area. Where'd you live?
I'm around the River Ave, Chalkstone area.
Yeah, I lived off of Chalkstone, the street right before Mount Pleasant Avenue. Lindy Avenue is the street right before Mount Pleasant.
Oh, y'all were neighbors. Didn't even know it.
Almost.
Oh.
But I actually applied to Mount Pleasant and they didn't let me in. When
they
I
knew
did the
that you
Providence
was a
Public
troublemaker.
Schools
They did you a
application,
favor. They
you
did
had
you
to
a favor.
have a relative that went there.
Nothing.
Nah, fuck that. All my good friends, my best friend is from Mount Pleasant too.
Yeah,
so
and they
let's
struggle
fuck
in
outta
order
here.
for them
Right.
to be your
I don't
best
care.
I
friend.
applied for classical too. I took the test. I didn't get in, but I took the test at LaSalle and I got in at LaSalle. But my mom didn't pay the money in time.
The
So-
10K? Shit.
Yeah.
Who
So
the
then
fuck was
she
gonna
brought me
pay
to
in our
St. Ray's,
why I
and that's
hate
where I went to
the school
school.
system. Stupid ass school
You see what I'm
system.
saying?
Yo, great
Bad
conversation,
school
y'all.
system.
Definitely, definitely one of my favorite conversations that we've had on this podcast. Tia, we miss you. We hope you're having a good time on your vacation. God damn it. This is episode 299. Emily, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We
Thank
love
you for sharing your
Thank you for being
opinion,
nice to
and we hope we made it comfortable for you.
No,
Hey,
you
I
guys made it
apologize for
super
making it
comfortable.
almost uncomfortable.
No,
for
you
that.
tried it, but
For that, like, minute
Of
and a half.
course, like always.
First off,
Like
mind
he
your-
always does.
mind your business.
No,
Oh, we gonna be
actually,
playing
this is
tic-tac-toe.
my
it's
business.
over. I'm glad you didn't touch one topic you said you were gonna touch. It's over.
Yeah, well, I touched all of
No, you
them.
didn't. I'm
Did
Did you
glad.
read your text?
Hi, is it over?
We're at the
rapping.
closing.
We're
We're at the
rapping.
closing. Yeah, we're
Cassie,
rapping.
don't be starting no trouble, man. Because we can have fake beef on the pod every week.
Listen,
I don't think you're built for that.
I'll
you
put up
don't
over here
want
all
beef
the
with
time.
me, so
I
bring the
want-
smoke because
want
I
the
don't
beef,
back down to nobody.
The
So
beef,
it is what it
chicken,
is.
Pork, whatever.
It is what it is. Like I said,
First,
you want that smoke? I'll give it to you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name
Yes.
is Jay Poppy.
Jay
I'm
Poppy.
closing out the show for you guys. We appreciate you for reaching this far to this episode.
Word.
To listen more, make sure you follow us on all of our social media. We're on the Instagram, Facebook, as well as
Pregame
YouTube.
pod.
Pregame pod of hashtag 41 Pod Squad.
Yes.
Cassie K, where can they find you at?
They can find me at Cassie.Hawa_ on Instagram and on Facebook, Cassie Killingham. Snapchat, I don't give my Snapchat out like that because
She be wilding on there.
yeah.
It's a
But
Snapchat
yeah, you
premium
can find
account.
me on Instagram. I'm there. Look me up, Cassie.Hawa_
Mm.
Mr. Wole, where they can find you at?
Wole does stand up on everything. Wole does stand up 2 S's after the E. If
Señorita
you need me to ask,
Amelia.
yeah.
Where they can find you at?
Instagram, ebellamy.com, ebell,
Bellamy, like Bill Bellamy?
No, ebellamy, like Faith.
Bellamy. Oh,
Faith,
that's
you
fucking
know,
dope.
look it up.
I just now figured that out.
And the business website, if they want to check out your organic stuff.
OGhealing.com.
Ooh.
There we go.
Word.
And once again, I'm J Poppy. You can follow me at JCasanova_. I want to leave you with a quote. Every moment in our life is a miracle we should enjoy instead of ignoring. Yoko Ono said it. We appreciate you. Love you. Episode 299. We say peace out.
Peace.
And we out.
Again.
Miss you, Tia.
Great.
What's going on, my people? This is Wole from the Pregame Podcast. We appreciate your support. Thank you for listening to this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Anchor, and wherever you listen to podcasts. We love y'all. And until next time, peace.